we're here.
Hey everybody, welcome to Threeflings live at Gen Con. I'm Jess. We are so excited to be here. You might see me down in chat as Angry Nerd Girl. And yeah, welcome to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch every Friday at 8 p.m. with three tieflings.
I always think you're going to end that sentence earlier than you do.
Yeah, well, because I can't say the only show with three tieflings. That might not be true.
The only show we know about at 8 p.m.
tieflings.
Eastern with three tieflings that is streamed live on Twitch for Gen
On this
Con
channel
today.
Until proven otherwise.
So today we are playing All's Fair by Jess Waters. It's in volume 2 of the Uncaged Anthology. And let's start by meeting our tieflings. Welcoming back Christina. Tell us who you are and tell us about your teeth.
Yay!
Hey everybody, I'm Christina and I am a writer and a content creator. You can find me on Twitter at D20xtina, and my tiefling is Temperance, the paladin, and she's out in the wilds raising money for her temple, and that's about all she wants to tell you.
Let's also welcome back Ink, who has been taking Ophelia away, visiting her mom for a little bit. So tell us who you are and tell us about your tiefling.
Hi, I'm Ink. I was on the Shoot You One Shot panel earlier. You can find me on Twitter at DaysDeadPens, where I meme and scream about things that are important, mostly politics and how ridiculous the American government system is. Tonight I am playing Ophelia, your warlock tiefling, pact of the tome, with patron being the fiend. So, yeah. Pact of the tome in the paperwork.
And lastly, Gwendy, tell us all about your tiefling.
My tiefling. So I'm playing Idara, who is our resident fighter, and she has no magic, none of it, none whatsoever. Instead, she bites real good, and that is how her demonic blood has manifested, is that she's tough and chompy. And this also has carried over into her personality. She's just prickly as heck. So it'll be a fun time.
Yeah. And if you did buy tickets for tonight, please turn them in on the Gen Con thing where you bought the ticket. It's there. It's in the chat. So who would like to give us a previously on Threeflings for a point of inspiration? I'll tell you what we ran.
Yeah, I need a clue and then I can do it.
The Scales of Melusine by Eleanor Hingley from Volume 2.
There was a town where people were going missing. And
that's correct.
There also, the town water supply turned thick with algae, and the town leader was like, this water's a problem. And Idara and Vittori and a new friend named Brooks Shiner were all like, aren't the missing people also a problem? And the guy in charge was like, nah, mostly the water. So we went to go investigate the water and the missing people, and it turned out that there was a Melusine in the mountain. Sign, right? Not seen.
Melusine.
Melusine, dang it.
She's French.
She's French.
Melusine.
She was in the mountain and had been there for a long time and gave prophecies to people and had given a prophecy to that town leader who may or may not be a king. And he didn't like it, so he cursed her, and then, surprise, surprise, the water supply that she provided and or inhabited turned bad. And he was like, I don't understand what happened with the water. Go check it out. And so we came back and were like, well, you cursed her, idiot. What did you think was going to happen? Also, all of the missing people were being, like, drawn there by her power because she was cursed and trying to, like, get them to help somehow. But we fixed it. That's my very long explanation. I'm sorry. That was me remembering as I talked. Just stalling for time the whole time.
To remind it, there was a bridge that took you all about 20 minutes to cross.
It took us 20 minutes to like come up with a plan that we felt confident executing to cross the bridge. It wasn't even the actual crossing of the bridge. It was standing on one side of the bridge being like, this is dangerous. We need to be prepared. It was complicated.
Inspiration.
Thanks. And that goes into our inspiration pool.
Yes.
Because that's a new development since Christina and Ink have been on the show last. So it's just free for all. We have one.
You have one inspiration. Anyone can use it. It's Pugmire style.
Same amount as the brain cell, only one.
All right, so Temperance, since we saw you last, you were raising some money for your church. And why don't you tell us what you've been up to since then? And what brings you to the rugged and largely disreputable Fort Salzmeyer?
Well, I took the coin that I earned last time back to my church, and the monks were basically like, "Wow, good job, kid. More, please." The church is still in disrepair. We've got an expansion to plan. Now that we can see that you can bring it home, let's bring some more. So I decided to go for the low-hanging fruit and go trick some people into getting some blessings for money.
And Ophelia, what have you been up to? We knew that you were off running errands or helping out your mom. So what you been doing with her?
So, if you guys remember that one episode, The Demon's Heart, where Ophelia got her mom to intervene and promised that she would take care of the one, I forget what she was. If she was like Archfiend, I forget what she was. But she essentially was like, hey, I'll help you. And in return, to say thank you, Ophelia has been helping her mom do paperwork in one of the 9 circles of hell. Kind of like how your parents have you come in to help them with their family business if you don't have enough people. And Ophelia's been doing that for a long time now. And she's just like, don't worry about it. Lunch break is coming. So there it is.
So after a while, Ophelia, you meet back up with Adara. And I'm going to say, Ophelia and Adara, you've both heard different things about Fort Salzmeyer. Adara, you've heard that they are hiring mercenaries to act as guards, which is kind of unusual for a fort.
Yeah,
for soldiers. Yeah.
Okay.
Ophelia, you've heard from your mom that there's maybe something not altogether on the up and up with the surrounding forest of this fort. There's maybe something significant going on there.
Oh, we know things are great when people start fucking with the forest. Awesome.
Yeah, that always ends well for us.
So do we just like, how would you say we meet? When do we just like meet on a path on the way in?
I'm gonna guess that Idara is definitely heading to this fort because she's just like, job's a job, and this one has no missing people so far, so I'm going that way. So Ophelia probably comes across her like packing up camp by the side of the road or something on her way to the fort.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, stranger.
Oh, you.
Hi.
Hey. How'd your mom go?
She goes well.
Okay. Are you doing something for her right now? Or are you like back?
Oh no, I'm here to help again.
Oh, great.
Paperwork done for now.
Oh, paperwork. That I feel like your mom should have something more interesting for you to do. She's a fiend. Do fiends have to do paperwork?
I mean, you do have to keep track of everyone that you like owe favors, and then who come through, and then who invoke you, and then etc., etc., etc. It's like clerical work, but in the literal sense.
Man, never thought I'd be glad to have demon blood instead of devil blood, but I guess here we are.
I mean, it's a trade-off. Paperwork for magic, it's a trade-off.
So are you on a specific task, or are you down for whatever? Because I heard about a job that I'm heading toward.
I mean, my mom kind of told me that, like, the forest around here isn't fantastic.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's all I kind of really know. She's like, oh, big forest, not fantastic. go keep an eye on that. So I don't know. It depends on where you're going.
The fort also, they're hiring mercenaries to be guards for a fort, which seems fucky. So I
How
want
do
to
you
know what
trust-
that's about, and also perhaps get paid.
Yeah, how do you trust? Why would you hire mercenaries of all people?
My two running theories, having not met any of the people involved, are either that they've run out of soldiers because all the soldiers left, or they've run out of soldiers because all the soldiers have died.
We're at this point, Temperance, I'm going to say you approach this campfire, seeing one familiar face at it.
Yes, I will approach, and I'll just kind of start saying, blessings, blessings available. Oh, Idara, I didn't see you there. Would you like a blessing? I'm just kidding. How are you?
I'm
What the
good.
heck?
How are you?
Oh, I'm out here traveling around. Oh, who is this?
This is Ophelia. She
What
is the friend that I was looking for the last time we met.
I just want to know, what does Temperance look like?
I guess please
sh-
describe yourself, as your art is not in the pre-roll, so we don't know what you look like.
Okay, yes, she is really tall. She's like 6'5". She's wearing chainmail, so pretty kitted out as far as armor goes. She has a long sword strapped to her back, and she's kind of a light red, kind of pink skin tone. White hair, a shock of white hair that's kind of in a bob, and she has golden eyes.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Ophelia's gonna like crane the head to look.
Ophelia, the smallest tiefling at like merely 5'4" or something.
Yes. Adara, do you just make friends with tall people?
Look, it's a weird coincidence. Don't read into it. Tall people are my people.
Ophelia's just like,
You're an honorary tall person. It's fine. But Temperance helped me out on a missing persons job a couple weeks ago.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, another one. So,
okay.
actually, are you looking for more work, Temperance?
Yeah, it was very lucrative, that missing persons job. And I'm really sad that we had to give up that decanter. That thing was great. Do you imagine how useful it could have been? You just shower on the road.
I did think that many times after leaving the decanter behind. But, ultimately, as the single water source for that entire desert town, probably the right call to leave it behind.
Fine,
I
you're
know.
probably right.
I know. I don't want to be, though. Point being, I have another job lead that we seem grossly overqualified for. So there's a fort nearby that is hiring mercenaries to be guards for some reason. It sounds boring as shit, but pays money.
Money is good.
Yep.
And you know what else is good? Mercenaries. They're really dumb. Generally.
Well,
That was pretty rude. Oh well.
as someone who can probably be described as a mercenary, I feel like I'm just gonna let that slide. Met too many to weigh in one way or another.
That's fair.
Yeah, but Ophelia also had some intel about the forest. Do you know anything else about it other than that it's wonky?
I'm going to break immersion really quick because the RPG Writers Workshop just won an ENnie, which is playing right now. Won a silver medal, which kind of means that Draz and I are ENnie award winning people now, which is pretty cool.
Yay,
And
congrats!
also congrats to Ashley Warren, the producer of UNCAGED, for creating the RPG Writers Workshop. So yay!
Also, congrats to everyone who got nominated for an ENnie too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
also very cool for most of you guys. Okay.
Anyway,
And back.
I mean, like, she was just like, Forrest is not having a great time. And I was like, oh, I know someone who enjoys when people don't have a great time, so.
what?
I mean, you seem to kind of like it when people don't have a fantastic time.
I'm also gonna leave that one alone. It's just gonna be. I've had one insult from each of my new friends, and I'm gonna keep packing up my stuff and move on now, I guess.
So packing up your camp and moving forward, you make your way inside the wooden palisade of Fort Selsmeyer, a minor frontier outpost deep in the untamed wilds of the Sword Coast. The staked wooden walls, maybe 16 feet high, are reinforced, in some places with stone. The ground is cold mud, which sucks at your boots and splatters the bottom of your cloak. The sky is gray, and a cold wind makes the whole structure creak and whistle. Soldiers drill on the far side of the yard. You approach a man in blue captain's cloak. He's unshaven, with dark bags under his eyes, but still stands at sharp attention with the reins of his horse in hand. Introducing himself as Captain Hadrian, he says, "So you're for work, you lot?"
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah. That's
I
what
don't
I'm here
really-
for.
Okay, because I really don't want to guard this place.
Well, on Lady Celeste Blackwell's orders, we're hiring mercenaries to conduct additional patrols of the area. Might face bandits, wolves, other monstrosities, forest folk.
If you run into any specific monstrosities or forest folk that we should know about.
Just bandits and wolves, mostly, honestly. But pays 10 gold apiece. And I can give you, upon return, of course, you only get pay when you work. And he kind of starts to rub the back of his neck. He says, "So, you'll patrol the east side of the river, report anything unusual. You'll have a map, give you a potion of healing, and an amulet denoting your authority in case you encounter anyone who needs to be arrested or something. Do you have any questions with these orders? Welcome to Fort Selsmeyer."
Does everyone around seem as, like, exhausted as he does?
So taking a look around, he's the closest one to you, but everybody's uniforms are pretty shabby, and the general mood here is downtrodden, low-key annoyed. And I would say occasionally you see a couple of people making kind of nasty glances up at the ramparts. Where eventually you see a figure in black plate armor emerge, watching the soldiers train and casting her eye on you. She's not wearing a helmet, and you see a severe face with a tight crown of braided dark hair. She's wearing a black owl sigil on her armor.
Who's that? Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
I was gonna say, Ophelia's gonna be like, "Who's big lady?"
This lady, Celeste Blackwell, this is her command. She's knight captain. I'm just the captain.
Can I glean any sort of, like, opinion on her from the way that he said that?
Yeah, you can give me an insight check.
Sure, it's not Threeflings if we don't insight check the heck out of the first 8 NPCs we meet. That is 13.
Yeah, you get that he doesn't really agree with the orders he's giving you, and he doesn't seem to like her very much. You kind of get that vibe from the rest of the soldiers as well.
The vibe check.
The requisite vibe check.
Yes.
How we begin every episode.
Yes. So, like, what's the difference between, like, a knight captain and, like, a normal captain?
kind of sighs, says, mercenaries, not soldiers. All right. So, you've got your privates, and then your lieutenants, your corporals, your captains, then your knight captains, who usually have land and property.
Oh, so they're like normal captains but rich.
Kind of smiles there, because with a bit more authority, yeah.
All right. Did either of you have any questions about like the rules or our guidance? 'Cause I think Adara's done talking to this guy, but would want to talk to some other people before we left.
Oh yeah. Normal captain, not rich captain. I have a question.
It's Hadrian.
Hadrian?
Continue with your question.
Has anything weird been going on with like the forest other than bandits running through it?
Well, we've had some soldiers run off, I suppose, but no, there's we just patrol, and there's wolves, bandits. I don't really see the point, as there's not much going out around here. Most of these lads are criminals and outcasts themselves, so the bandits tend to be their kinfolk, but well, they've made decent soldiers, these lot, and
So like you guys are hiring mercenaries because your normal soldiers just like ran off into the woods?
no, a few of them have died. No one's really been missing. We just make some patrols, and then it's not enough for Lady Celeste. She wants more patrols of the forest. More patrols of the forest.
Does she think
So
something's...
we're hiring mercenaries to patrol the forest.
Does she think something's going on with the forest?
It's not for me to question orders, ma'am. I just follow them.
Well, I have more questions, but I don't think you're going to be the one able to answer them.
What if it's me questioning them? And you're just doing your due diligence by informing your new hires?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, Dara trying to be persuasive.
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
3.
You want help? You want help?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll like give him the like point look of like, yeah, she's right. Go ahead.
11?
Says, look, I don't make the rules. I'm not. She's above my pay grade. You're below my pay grade, so I don't question her orders, and you don't question mine.
Great.
I forgot we were getting paid for this.
Why else would we be here?
Yeah.
I
Don't
don't
forget
know.
that. That's
I
the
guess-
important part.
At this point, it just seems like we're the resident people for the screw-ups of others.
Look, I can't promise you free reign of the fort. You have your designated area. So if you want to get started on your mission, oh. And he pulls out a map, an amulet with a black owl sigil, and you can see it's the same sigil that Lady Celeste is wearing, and the promise potion of healing.
Oh.
It says, now if you just head out through the yard that way, out the east gate, patrol the river, and 10 gold each when you return.
Great.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Hey, Dara, I don't feel like we're getting paid enough for this.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna go sideways and we're gonna talk about it when we come back.
He kind of wheels his horse around and heads out. Or not heads out, he heads back.
Wait, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything they want to do before we head out? Because I had a passing thought.
I don't know about temperance, but I would like to examine the sigil and see if it is like a religious thing or like a family order thing. I want to
I
know
was
if there's
thinking
like,
something similar, yeah.
I was like, I want to know if this is like a family crest or like the crest of like a dark winged beast.
Yeah, give me a history check on it.
Oh god. 14.
Okay. So this is definitely the crest of the Blackwall family.
Mhm.
You recall hearing that the Blackwalls were moderate nobles from not too far away from this area, from like Sword Coast region, but that there was one noble who had gone into the military and absolutely disgraced herself and was exiled.
Oh, she's the disappointment child. Okay, now
Aw.
I get it.
I
Okay.
mean,
I mean,
Like,
like,
I like that Ophelia just stares at this owl for a second and is like, "Oh, she's the disappointment." Like,
yes, my lore tells me that she's the one who made bad.
go on.
Yeah. I mean, like, she's probably using her power to compensate for some kind of failure, isn't she?
That's probably true of most people we meet in positions of power.
I mean, yeah, but like specifically to her family, she's kind of a failure.
Oh,
So it's a family thing.
do you know anything about what happened?
Oh, you know, that typical thing like go to war, win glory for your family, and then she just disgraced herself. Is what I think that's what happened. I don't know anything more than that. It's more like rumors and also hearing some of the people in the area being like, wow, how does she think that she can lead this? You know, that normal thing that people do when they also don't like the fact that they have a boss.
that's why you become your own boss.
That's why you only freelance. Then you never have to commit to the same boss for more than 3 months at a time. So can I find one of the soldiers who like kind of pulled a face when Lady Blackwood? Lady? What's her title? Captain Blackwood?
Knight Captain Blackwood.
Knight Captain
ladies,
Blackwood.
Ladies.
Yeah, she's the witch captain.
Yeah.
Or it's Blackwall. I can't
Blackwall.
read.
Sorry.
There you go.
No, I think that was
Blackwall,
just
like in
my
Dragon
neurons
Age.
misfiring. So,
Yeah.
Knight Captain Blackwall, can I find one of the nearby soldiers or mercenaries who like pulled a face when she showed up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and say like, "Hey." Do they acknowledge?
Howdy.
So my friends and I are new here. What's with the Knight Captain Blackwall?
He spits on the ground.
Whoa.
Hate him already.
It goes, you know, they told me they'd cut my 15 down to 5 if I came here and served. They didn't tell me that we weren't going to get no food and that we were going to work for some nasty skank up there. He was going to work us until we fall asleep with a sword on our hands.
Right. Talking to you was a mistake. Thanks. Bye.
I wanna smite him so bad.
I want to punch the man.
Anybody else you want to talk to?
I don't think there's going to be anyone we can find here that has any reasonable information that is not absolutely seeping from the floors with disgust.
Yeah. Is there anyone that looks to have a sort of modicum of respect for other people?
A modicum of feminism about them.
Or just
like
not
sniffing the air.
misogyny? Doesn't
Sniff in
even have
the
any
air.
feminism.
Try not to smell crap.
I mean, yeah, there's some other soldiers who are training. They look kind of exhausted. But yeah, you could talk to some other soldiers.
All right, I'll just go up and be like, hey, fellas, why so tired?
Drilling for 18-hour days, man. Welcome to Fort Selsmeyer. You the new blood?
Yes, yes, I am. We're going for some forest patrols. What have you seen out there? It sounds so wild.
East River. Not a whole lot. I don't know why she's working us so hard.
So there's nothing out there?
Well, if you know where to look, sometimes you can find some loot off a dead body or something. But honestly, and he kind of scratches his head, and you can see that he has lice. And he says, honestly, the regular army ships us supplies so irregularly that sometimes we find some food out there. That's not so bad.
All right, well, if I find any food, I'll be sure to, pack it on up. Thank you. Enjoy your training, I guess. Hang in there, buddy. And I'm gonna back away from him very quickly because I do not want lice. That's gross.
Uh,
And he kind of sighs heavily and goes back to training.
Oh no.
what race is Lady Blackwall from what we can tell?
Human.
Okay, she's human.
Everybody here is a human that you've seen.
Ah,
Good, so we don't stand out.
great.
Um,
Jackasses and discriminatory.
So regrouping with my fellow two tieflings, I'll report that apparently they're not getting fed much. Also, I'll point out the guy that I was talking to and just be like, he doesn't need saving. If something comes up, just focus on someone else. He sucks.
No, noted.
I think everyone here needs a bath
Mm.
and a meal. And I think we just need to burn the whole place because it's probably infested with bugs. And that's just not very clean.
Noted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but bugs are nice, but not on human bodies. That's not where they belong.
Not alive ones anyway. Gross.
Yeah.
I'm itchy from this conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm in favor of going on the patrol, collecting our money, and moving on.
Seconded.
We need to figure out what's going on, and then I just want to leave. I feel dirty standing here.
The good news is you've found the task of finding out what's wrong in the forest, and that's where our patrol is. So we have no reason to keep standing here. Let's go.
Okay, good. I don't want to have to, cover myself in soap.
So, heading out of the fort, you find yourself approaching a river and I always want to call it the entrance to the forest. I have been told multiple times that this is not what it's called.
But
Just call it what it is.
the border?
The border of the forest.
Yeah.
The tree line. That's it.
Yeah. Professional writer, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Yep.
I'm not.
No.
So I'm excused from that.
The door to the forest. The doorist.
Dora the Explorer.
No.
So the river that you were supposed to patrol leads into the forest. And you see some pine trees. And walking along the river, I would like everybody to give me a perception check.
Sure.
Oh, this is gonna be great. It means we're gonna find a body, or a thing, or both.
17?
Also 17.
Hey! Synergy.
I got a 4.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, it's not smart. Not smart hours.
Adara and Temperance, could you each also roll a d6 for me?
Suspicion grows. 3.
Okay. Adara, you find an amulet identical to the one that you are carrying, swinging from the branches of a tree 30 feet above you.
Do I see any other signs of the person the amulet may have come from?
Christina, what did you roll?
A 2.
A 2.
Is that the number for body?
You see a 4-sided die engraved with a different weapon on each side: a sword, axe, arrow, and hammer.
Oh, they were
Ooh.
rolling characters when they went in the Zoom.
Abruptly very meta.
Yeah. What? Someone's been playing games out here?
I mean,
Interesting. I'll pick up the die. Hey, I found not food.
I found an amulet, but it's way the fuck up there. Can one of you, like, magic it down?
I mean, yeah. Do we want to touch it, or do we want to, like, leave it there as, like, evidence?
Evidence of what? Looking around, do I see any other signs of, again, a person that this may have come from?
So, with your perception check being as excellent as it was, you see that this path is really well trod. It looks like this is patrolled nearly constantly. So there's a lot of footprints going in and out, up and down this riverbed.
Oh, that's a great start.
Okay, but, like, in the tree 30 feet up, there's no,
Nope.
like... Okay. Are there any broken branches to indicate that somebody, like, climbed or fell, or...
Cut deaded?
Sure.
Sure there are broken branches?
Sure.
All right.
We should climb it.
I mean, I can, but
I don't have upper body strength, so I'm
I-
just gonna
thought it'd be
And then-
easier for... Yeah.
mage hand.
Ophelia
yeah,
does her mage
Wilderness
hand.
survival check.
Huh?
Give me a survival check.
Me or Ophelia?
Adara, looking at that.
All right. Oh, right. I forgot. I'm wise as shit. That is a 21.
Looks like the branches are broken in such a way that someone was thrown into this tree.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's more encouraging.
While Ophelia's,
And I-
like, mage handing, can I, like, look back at where they may have been thrown from and try to figure out what threw them?
Further down the river, but you don't see anything that way.
Okay.
Ophelia, you mage hand this necklace down, and it looks exactly like yours, but a little worse for wear. Like the person wearing it got thrown into a tree.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna like hold it up and be like, yeah, this is not super encouraging.
Yeah, it seems like somebody got thrown into that tree from the river. That's what it's looking like? Or
Oh,
Further
great,
into the
really?
forest.
from further into the forest, the direction we're heading?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ooh.
something. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Someone
you know,
doesn't want people here.
Yeah. Just heads up, I guess.
so this could mean anything from a really muscular bear to like just a pissed off person.
All right.
I hope it's a really muscular bear.
I do too. They're just so ripped.
Maybe it's a catapult trap. But the good news
Or a
is,
muscular bear.
the good news is that means we have that amulet, so we can either decide to turn it in for extra reward money, or we can keep it and continue to have authority after we give back the one that we were handed.
I really don't want to have authority from a family whose one kid is severely disgraced and they're also rich assholes.
That's fine.
can
I'll
tell
hang on to
someone it's-
it. I'm not above flaunting other people's authority. But I don't feel like I have anything else to inspect here. I'm ready
Okay.
to just carry on with an eye out for surprise catapults or whatever.
I'm gonna put my shield off my back and put it on my arm, just
Fair.
in case. Hoping for bears.
Okay.
Yes, I have more favorable of the muscular bear, I'm gonna just like slap my frog onto my shoulder like I normally do, like the weird swamp pirate that I am.
So continuing a little bit further on, you see increasing areas of a struggle type thing. Like there's been something going on, but also this has been an area of patrol. But you see kind of signs of a scuffle, and anybody who wants to can give me a survival or perception check.
Sure.
Oh god.
Hey.
Both of those are bad.
11.
22 on perception.
9 for both, because they're the same bonus.
Dara, roll me another d6, please.
Don't know. The higher we roll, the more things we have to examine. 6.
The more bodies.
Okay. You find 2 gold coins so old the markings have worn smooth.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's a not insignificant amount of our paycheck, so that's nice. Flip one to Temperance, who's raising money for a building that's not hers, and just hang on to the other one to buy something good for me and Ophelia, I guess.
Or buy the people of the village food.
I mean, the village is... We don't know anything about a village. It's just the fort,
it's
right?
just a fort in the middle of nowhere.
The fort, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Also, they're terrible, so...
I mean, not everyone. That one dude that you talked to is kind of okay. It just needs, like, a vinegar bath.
Yeah, I mean, like, statistically speaking, 100% of the people I spoke to were assholes.
No, you gotta stop saying that after you talk to one person.
I'm not wrong.
You're not, but that doesn't make it right.
I know enough math to know how to get the percentage and not enough math to know what statistical significance is.
So moving on, you eventually enter a clearing filled with stumps of old growth pine trees. Several are blackened as if from fire, and soot softens your footfalls. On the far side of the clearing stands the immense head and neck of a horse, a once grand statue, now cracked and lying in pieces in the mud.
Oh, I deadass thought there was just a decapitated horse. That is
I
so much
thought there
better.
was
I'm
a
so
corpse.
sorry.
Me too.
It does sound like that, doesn't it?
It does.
No.
I was like, wow, I thought we had no content warnings. Now there's just a dead horse.
It's fine. It's a decapitated and also petrified horse.
That was
Very
never
afraid.
alive to begin with. Thank you, PETA. Don't come at us.
Anyway.
So that's a note to consider sentence structure for your read aloud. So yes. What would you like to do?
How many of the trees are burned, and in what like pattern do they seem to be burned?
How many trees are burned?
Because I'm like, does it look like natural fire, or does it look like magic fire, like someone got a little bit too spin happy with the magic fireworks?
Ooh, that is a good question. Let's see.
Like, do we have the possibility of knowing? We're not sure yet.
You can give me an investigation check. You can give me a survival check to look at the tree specifically.
Okay, I'm gonna do investigation because that's better. That's a plus 2. That's better than plus 0. That's a 5. Oh, dear Lord.
So it's hard to tell. You know that sometimes forests catch on fire because of your experience with the dryad who lit her forest on fire.
Mm-hmm.
But this doesn't quite seem like that. And you remember that and I'm so sorry, Dress, I know you were in chat, but I can't remember her name right now, and I know you said it earlier.
Calypta?
Huh?
Is it Calypta?
Calypta wasn't destroying old growth pine forest. So this is a little bit different than that.
Yeah, okay.
Does this in any way match the forest of the fort? Just to make me angrier?
The forest.
The fort. Or does
like the same wood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. I'm grumpy about that. These trees are really old, and they're not supposed to die so soon. They're supposed to die on their own terms.
Oh, is this another case of people killing stuff before they're ready to die?
Yes, there's some things that are supposed to die gracefully.
While they're bonding over trees dying, can I go look at the decapitated statue? Or I
Please
guess
do.
the capitated statue, as it is only the head?
It's the head and the neck, but yeah. Anybody who
So
wants
evil.
to can give me an investigation or religion check on the statue.
Oh gosh.
I'll try investigation. I'm gonna leave
Oh.
religion to the paladin.
Oh, okay. I will pretty good for religion.
18 on investigation.
Oh, the 19 for religion.
Oh man.
22 for the religion stuff.
We're really good at horses.
Threeflings this episode. Horse girls.
We're just all like, I studied horses so much when I was 8, you don't understand. They were my
I've been
life.
training for this day.
We just watched those Budweiser Clydesdales commercials over and over.
Just, I'll walk up to the statue and immediately are like, this is an Appaloosa. I think that's a kind of horse crap.
Imagine if that's a fish.
Oh, and I should have told you earlier. Sorry, it's in a different section and my brain broke for a second. Ophelia, when you were looking around, you did see evidence of a campfire.
Oh, okay. Noted. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the religion check, Ophelia, you recall some sort of demigoddess that was relating to knightdom.
Knightdom with a K?
Knightdom with a K.
Got it.
Yes. Some kind of combat related thing.
Ooh. Okay.
Temperance, you immediately identify this as the symbol of the Red Knight, a mostly forgotten demigoddess of combat strategy and tactics.
So we got a really cool statue of a kind of cool half god, half man person.
I mean,
You
it's
know,
pretty neat.
I mean, all statues are pretty neat.
But like battle goddess, that's
Oh, she's a battle goddess. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Oh,
pretty cool.
Dara, you see traces of red paint on the statue, and you see what might have been gemstone eyes at one point. There's sockets for them and markings implying that they were carved out. You also see a small groove at the base of where the statue once stood that looks like offerings of some sort would be placed here.
Does the red paint seem like decorative or like graffiti?
Decorative.
Okay.
It's just
Okay,
very
so-
old.
Okay, so immediately, because I'm gonna point at like Temperance, like, because you said battle goddess, something tells me Lady Witch Captain does not like her.
Or she tried some sort of sacrifice that went horribly wrong.
I mean, either way, if a ritual goes wrong, I feel like you're gonna hate the person that scorned you, even though you did the thing wrong.
Oh, almost definitely.
So yeah, what is with people trying to like not stay in their lane recently?
Yeah, also somebody pulled out the eyes that were in this statue. Just throwing that out there.
Oh,
That seems highly disrespectful and also something that maybe you would do to a goddess of like flowers and smiles, not a goddess of battle. You're asking for like retribution.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
also
where you
just
were
like-
going with that.
like why take the eyes out of the horse? Horses can already see your soul. Why make it worse?
Well, I think they were gems. So I don't think it was like a personal attack against the goddess. I think it was that there were gems. So they took them.
Okay,
Rude.
so that's interesting to me because, like, you can't eat gems, so like, where are you gonna sell them?
To people who want
Less.
gems.
Yeah, Yeah, but like, can you really
Right?
sell them to someone when you work for 18 hours and
Gems
six
are a
of the
social construct.
yes, and like 6 of those hours that you are not doing stuff, you are unconscious. Like, what?
Taking some time and looking around, you see that there are boot prints and traces of a campfire. And Ajara, actually all of you having spent some time with the statue, it's clear that this damage was fairly recent.
Okay.
Oh,
Yikes. This whole thing is just a terrible idea for someone to have done. Even if there were gems, like, some things you just leave. Old growth forests, shrines.
I'm gonna second the shrine especially. Like,
Yeah.
To
I'm gonna interrupt again because
yeah.
Uncaged Volume 3 just won the Silver Emmy for Best Electronic Book. So
Yay!
congrats to everyone in Uncaged Volume 3,
Yay,
which
that's
includes
me!
Wendy.
That's me. I made it.
Wendy!
I won an Annie personally, just me.
That's so
no one
exciting.
else.
Nobody else was involved in this huge anthology.
Gosh.
That's so
And
exciting.
Yeah.
Congrats, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud.
Yay!
Anyway,
So like, do
A
you think
strange bluish glow falls over the glade. Behind you, you hear the soft patter of hooves. Turning, you find yourself face to face with an enormous skeletal horse. Bits of rotting heraldry hang from its bones, and a silvery bit is held in the jaws of its empty skull. Astride its back sits a figure, in amorphous shape of ghostly azure light, casting a spectral energy over the glen. Let's roll initiative.
I was gonna say
I was gonna say Ophelia's like, I know what this is.
it's undead, probably.
No, I know what it is. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
With a K? A
Ha
nightmare?
ha ha ha.
I would not be surprised if the person that rides the back is called the Nightmare of the Nightmare.
19 on initiative.
Okay.
Thank you, Advantage, saving me from that too.
Oh,
Oh, did you use the inspiration? Oh, wait, no, you just
No,
have
I just have
combat. I was
advantage
like,
on
did you just
initiative.
use up our inspiration?
Threeflings lore, Idara has a sentinel shield that gives her advantage on perception and advantage rolls, which is why she's always rolling great on those.
what about Ophelia?
I got an 11.
Okay. Temperance.
3.
Wow, I did
Okay.
better than the person who's meant to be hitting stuff. This is a
Sorry.
brand new accomplishment.
I'm an eventual tank.
Gradual.
Paladins arrive precisely when they're needed to.
Yes. She's
When they
Alright.
need to, that's the
Ophelia,
quote.
But heavier and also more religious.
So at this point, this glowing creature, actually, you know what? Yeah. You see this glowing creature standing or floating above the horse. And it's just going to kind of hang out for a little bit. And Adari, you're up.
Okay. When I see an undead, I assume hostile. Does the glowing creature seem hostile and or undead also?
Yes.
All right. Yes to which?
Yes.
All right. Do I know anything about this undead?
You can give me an Arcana or religion check.
I'll do religion. They're the same bonus. Oh, 12.
Okay. So the horse is definitely the skeleton of a warhorse. The creature atop of it is something that you haven't experienced before, but you've heard of it. You know that there are these kind of life-draining balls of light that live in the forest. And you have encountered one of these before. You have. You recognize this is a will-o'-the-wisp.
I recognize it from Shy telling me about it. I was not there that day.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I think, what is it? I was there. Was I? Who else?
I think it was Ophelia, Shy, and
Victoria,
Vittori.
maybe. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I say hesitantly because my memory is shite.
Sorry about that, everybody.
So, Daria, you're up.
All right. Given that, I will definitely know that the will-o'-the-wisp is not, like, you don't want it to touch you. I'm going to take out my rarely used bow, and I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
This is disappointing because it means I can't also bite, but it'll come to me eventually.
Run up to it. Why not?
I can. I'm gonna move so that I'm like the first being it would run into if it just like came at us.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna say taste the forbidden jello.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, but I am gonna shoot it with my bow.
Okay.
Maybe that is a 13 to hit.
Are you shooting at the will-o'-the-wisp or the horse?
Will-o'-the-wisp.
You do not hit.
Okay, that's fine. I can't bite anything, so I'm good. I guess I could move the rest of the way and try and bite the horse.
Do you really want to just bite down on what is essentially just a bone?
I've done it before and I'll do it
She's done
again.
before.
Do you want to become a dog?
Yeah, whatever. Idara shoots her bow once, misses the will-o'-the-wisp, and goes, yeah, fuck that, and is gonna rest of her movement up to the horse and make a bite attack as a bonus action.
Do it.
Whoa. That probably hits. What is 21? That's what it is.
Are you biting the horse or the
Yeah.
will-o'-the-wisp?
The horse.
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
I was gonna say, how did we go from horse girls to Adara being a dog girl?
That is,
She contains multitudes.
yeah, 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. This horse seems surprised, if it could be surprised. It was not used to being bitten.
That's fair.
And the will-o'-the-wisp, who was holding its action, attempts to fly through you. And as it does so, it gets a crit fail trying to shock you, and instead shocks the horse.
Perfect.
Oh no, poor horse.
Bad teamwork.
So that horse is going to take 9 lightning damage.
Gosh, that poor horse.
And then the horse is running back over to get underneath its rider, and in doing so, try and clomp Idara.
All right.
So that is 17 to hit.
Aw, man. Yeah, that's my AC.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That is 9, 10, 12, 13 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Ophelia, you are up.
How does the skeletal structure of the horse look when compared to the horse from the statue, like in the head and stuff like that?
Like, does it seem to be the same breed?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, the statue was not a dead horse.
Statue was fleshy.
No, I want to know, like, are they the same, like, breed of
Yes.
horse? Okay. I am going to, like, kind of open my palm to the horse and, like, I don't know if, how long would you say it's been since the last time I was with you guys?
Couple weeks.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the honeycomb that's in my bag and, like, put it on my palm and, like gently offer it to the horse. And be like, it's okay. I am not going to be the person who bites you. I'm not gonna do
Idara
that.
hears this and goes, "It's an undead."
I don't want to crunch the forbidden horse.
To say, it doesn't need to eat or drink because it's undead, but give me an animal handling check anyway, just to see how
I
it
just
goes.
want to be nice to this horse. That's a 6.
The 6. Okay, yeah, the horse does not seem interested in the honeycomb. It is too focused on getting back at the person who bit it.
Okay. Adora, why?
It's undead. I have no regrets.
Except for the aftertaste.
It tastes like bone.
I would not know what that tastes like.
It's the fleshy undead that are a problem.
Temperance, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna unpack that later.
Yeah, I definitely need to know more about that. I'm going to raise my hands, and kind of a black glow is going to emit from them, and the eyes that were once gold will go white, and the hair kind of blows a little, and I'll just say, "You spurn your grave no more," and I'm going to use my channel divinity to turn the unholy, so they must make wisdom saving throws.
Wait.
Ooh.
It's scary.
When she does that, I'm gonna like look at her and be like, why does she get to have the cool stuff?
I don't fucking know.
So they both very much failed that.
Okay.
Well, actually, what is the DC?
14.
Okay. Then yes, they did fail that.
Sweet. Okay, they're both turned for 1 minute or until
Okay.
they take damage, so they will leave us alone.
So they head back into the forest, but falling from their path, you see a signet ring in the place where they first appeared.
Picking that shit up.
Is it an owl?
Give me an it is not an owl. It is it has the picture of a red chess piece on it.
Hmm.
The shape of a knight.
Ah, thematic.
Night.
We've
So a
gone,
horse.
we've gone
Anybody who
full
wants
Alice in
to-
Wonderland here.
Can give me an arcana or religion check on it as well.
Sure.
What is higher for me? They are both the same.
I'll try Arcana.
Oh, nice. Okay. rolled an 18.
3.
Looks like a ring.
Fair.
15 religion?
Okay.
I rolled an 18. You can take your pick which one you'd rather I use. They're both the same bonus.
Say you both, the two of you recognize this as a holy symbol.
Let me guess. The Red Knight. Ah!
Yeah. This is some ancient stuff. This is fascinating. You know, that book girl, she would have loved this. She could probably have written a paper about this. Ooh, we should write some notes down. And I'm just going to write, like, find some parchment and write, Scary Red Knight in Forest. What else is academic? I don't know.
Broken
Big
statue.
horse.
Broken
Big
statue.
horse.
Undead horse.
Hmm. What did it taste like again?
Bone.
Bone taste.
Bone flavor.
I really don't know why you know what that is.
You've seen me bite undead before.
I know,
It's
but
an
I've
attack.
chosen to block it out.
Oh, well, there you go. You have this memory again now. So, does it seem to be like... There's no way I would know this, but I would ask one of my compatriots, does the ring seem to be magic in any other way other than being a holy symbol?
I don't know.
Well,
Does
you
it?
can channel unholy energies through it, or holy energies through it. I mean, whoever.
I'm sorry if you got the wrong impression. I'm not a holy person. Also, what was that whole thing that you just, like, did?
Yeah, that was badass.
Thank you. It's a gift from my god, and it only lasts for a minute, so we better go.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
I think this is the first person other than Shy that actually has a god that does stuff. That's good.
That contributes.
Yes.
Death
Real
is
team
very
player.
useful.
I agree, but also I don't want to unpack what that might mean.
Yeah, what
Let's
an
keep
ominous
going.
thing to say.
So
we say
night is-
as we leave.
I would say, so darkness is starting to fall over the forest. You can either head back to the fort or make camp here.
Do we have to make camp or can't we continue? Or is that the message to say, don't even try it, you foolish little babies?
No, it's whatever you want to do.
I mean, we have dark vision and presumably haven't been doing the patrol super long because it sounded, was the patrol meant to be like several days of travel?
No.
Okay.
It was just like a day, like go up around the river and come back.
Okay.
You went out for a few hours.
I'm good to press on. I don't
Yeah,
really
I'd
want to.
rather sleep with scary ghosts than lice guy.
Same. Hard same. However, I wouldn't mind if we slept further away from the ghosts and associated horses.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to keeping myself from becoming more haunted than I already am.
So we press on. We're just gonna keep doing our patrol.
Yeah, find a good spot that's not in horse vicinity.
So continuing through the forest, it starts to get very difficult to navigate, and the river actually stops. The forest, like it reaches a bank, basically. It's not like there is no more river, but there's a dam. It like kind of dies down and splits into areas. The forest gets more closer together, denser forest, and it's harder to navigate. This is definitely older growth, and you see fewer tracks the more that you travel.
Like, we've gone off the patrol route, or like other people just haven't made it this far as often?
That one.
Okay.
I feel like if you're not getting paid that much, I probably wouldn't have continued if not for my desire to know what the heck is going on.
I mean, for what it's worth, for most people, 10 gold is a lot of money. We're just a little spoiled as adventurers.
I mean, it's kind of hard when you talk about everything as it relates to great swords.
Yeah, it's 1/5 of a great sword per person, which is pretty shit.
You can't
Great
even buy a
swords are
full one
expensive.
together.
Great swords are so expensive. Anyway. So, team, do we want to keep pressing on, or do we want to camp here now that we seem to have found a terrain change?
Well,
I
if
will-
we camp here, we'll have water. We'll have a little bit of a beach area.
Yeah, I'm okay with either at this point.
Okay, I'm okay camping out, I guess. The, odds of us contracting lice here are not high, so.
Thank goodness.
Ugh.
But
Give me a
Have you heard
survive
of-
check, anybody, to make a camp.
I was gonna
And
say,
I'm
you're
on
like,
it.
you're like, not a lot of lice, and I'm like, but have you heard of ticks?
And
That
who is
is-
holding onto the ring?
I got it.
Okay, I was
Ophelia.
like, pick one between the two of you.
It's like,
No,
not
I'll-
me.
I will carry it. It's okay.
Ophelia has it? Okay.
15
Yep.
to set up camp.
You're good.
Okay.
So you set up camp better than whoever set up camp at the past clearing with the broken statue. You're able to keep your
Scouts.
fire from going out of control.
Ah.
And do you set a watch?
Yeah.
Or are y'all just going to sleep?
No.
No, yeah, you don't just fall asleep in the tiger's den.
We're in the middle of haunted woods. We are taking watches.
I've
That's-
seen the movies, Tim Burton.
Who's on what watch?
I'll take first.
I'll take
Cool.
awkward second.
Okay.
I'm gonna be up early with Frog.
Okay. So first watch goes pretty peacefully. It's a quiet forest, very quiet forest. You don't even hear wildlife.
Ooh,
Great. I'm sure that's not concerning.
that's not weird at all.
During second watch, Ophelia, starts to dream.
Hmm.
You dream of a woman with a stone face on a chess game where all the pieces are red. The stone woman grabs you by the wrist and pulls you close. Her lips don't move, but she whispers to you, "Don't lie to me. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't
Okay.
lie." Temperance, you see Ophelia kind of moving around in her sleep. You hear some kind of bats squeaking around in the air. But apart from that, it's a pretty peaceful night.
All right.
And Ophelia,
Yes.
good morning.
Yay. Good morning.
When you
country.
wake up, you feel the urge to go somewhere.
That's awesome because I am the one with the least self-control. Where is it telling me to go? Because that'll determine whether or not I do that.
You really want, you feel like the stone woman is trying to lead you someplace deeper into the forest.
Okay, I'm like,
You can wait for your friends, but you have a picture in your mind of a stone door set into a hillside, and you know exactly how to get there, and you feel like you just need to be there.
okay, because I'm like, part of Ophelia's brain is like, how mad is Adara gonna be if I wake her up? But also at the same time, Ophelia's like, Adara, responsible person. I just met you, but you're cool. I'm gonna like run over and shake Adara and be like, Adara, I know where we're going. Adara.
You'd better be shaking me because the sun is up.
The sun is up, and also I know where we're going.
Is the sun up? I open my eyes.
The sun is starting to rise. It's like 4:35.
Oh my god.
Not 4:35, like 4:30 or 5.
Why do you know where we're going?
I had a weird dream. Don't ask questions. Also, don't lie to weird stone women.
Does Ophelia seem charmed? Is that what happened while I was asleep?
I don't know, you're the DM here.
I was gonna say, she doesn't seem charmed.
Fine.
How would you check for that?
I would make an insight check to see if she's behaving differently or if her eyes are glassy with a perception check or something. But
I will tell you right now, her eyes do not seem glassy.
Cool. And clearly she wants to, or she thinks she knows where we're going. But
it's kind of similar to what happened to you with Melusian's temple. But she's not charmed.
Okay.
Or at least doesn't seem to be.
If you're awake, I'm gonna go wake up Temperance.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and be like, Temperance, I know where we're going.
My eyes snap open, and they are white. Your grave you will meet if I do not get my sleep.
It's okay.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Force of habit.
It's okay. I understand. Adara does weird stuff sometimes when I wake her up, like threaten me. It's okay.
I do normal things.
I know where we're going. I had a weird dream about Chess Lady. Don't lie to stony women. I want to go.
Oh, okay. Do I have time for a little quick Vespers?
I mean, you can, but I'm definitely gonna be like sitting here, like shaking my leg up and down all day.
Okay, it won't take long. And I dig a tiny hole in the dirt and like cut a little bit in my hand, drop some blood in there, and bury it. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
I'm not gonna unpack that. Okay, Adara, are you good?
Adara's like rolling up her sleeping bag, just like staring at nothing. Yeah. I'm awake.
Okay. I'm sorry, but also I'm not.
Somebody needs some coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I forget where we're going, we are going to be screwed. Also, Idar, I still have whole coffee beans in my bag.
Those have to be like 2 months old at this point.
They are, but coffee kind of never goes off.
If
I'm
they're
just
not
gonna cast bless on everyone.
If the coffee isn't like visibly growing mold, I will take some and just crunch it.
Crunch. Crunch, yes. I mean, the bag is dry. It's all good. Okay. So we good to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Ophelia, even though these forests are tough to navigate, it's like you have a map in your brain or a tracking device or something. You know exactly where you are going.
Can I like leave marks to us so we can find our way back? Because I'm still not entirely convinced that Ophelia is of sound mind.
Sure. What are you doing to mark the way?
I'm gonna discreetly like make some notches on some trees, preferably when Temperance and Ophelia can't see me because they expressed concern for trees earlier.
Two hippies and an old war vet.
You hear all your dryad friends like screaming in the back of your head.
It's like a haircut. It's a surface wound. It's fine.
It's not like a haircut, it's like a paper cut.
Yeah, that's fine. You can survive that.
A paper cut through years of your life.
It's not a deep mark.
After say like a few hours of walking, just like 2. So the sun is risen. You see the beautiful colors coming through the trees. It's a lovely morning. Despite the grayness, and the DM just remembered it's supposed to be gray and misty and gross over here, but it can still be a beautiful morning in a gray world anyway. And that is indeed what it is. You stand before a massive stone door set into a jagged hillside. The door is embossed with a deteriorated figure of a woman, a knight's helm held under her arm. The features of the woman have all been worn away. An engraving atop the door reads, "Speak to me your true desire."
I told you. Also, don't lie to her. She got really angry and told me not to lie to her.
Uh-huh. So
So
what's this?
Don't lie.
Okay. What's this?
I have no clue. I had a
Does
weird
this-
dream with like the chess lady last night, and then I woke up, and then directions were like pinged into my brain.
So like, what did she look like?
Kind of got like, you know, like how some people say you're like stone faced? No, like literally. And apparently she likes chess, but only if it's the confusing kind where both players are the same color and that color is red.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a real kind of chess.
Yeah,
I don't know. It seems like it'd be fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Ta-dum.
Does
Is-
this sound like the stone-faced person sound like anything that we've ever heard of before?
I was just gonna ask.
Sounds like the Red Knight. Sounds like depictions of the Red Knight.
So a literal goddess. So this is probably some sort of ancient shrine or something like that.
Is there any indication around the door as to like what function is beyond? Like, sorry, I'm trying to figure out if there's any way to tell what's going to be on the other side of this if we want to go through. Is there any indication as to what might be there, or is it just a mystery door?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Sure.
Because it looks like a stone door in a hill. But see what you can see.
17?
So it's clearly old, but given the religious carvings on the door, you would guess that this is a temple of some sort.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Ophelia's like, I wanna explore and learn things, and also hopefully one day when I die, see my dad again, and like yell that up at the temple and be like, yeah.
Ophelia, you feel suddenly like you're weightless. And
Ooh.
you sense yourself phasing through that door. The other two of you see Ophelia vanish. And Ophelia, you, as soon as you are on the other side of the door, your body returns to its solid form, and you see yourself in a stone hallway. You can see the stone door that you just came from, and you can still hear what's going on the other side of the door.
Okay. I'm just gonna like stand there and be like, yay.
So the second Ophelia vanishes, Idara just goes, shit.
Can we hear her?
I mean, is she saying anything?
Yeah, I just went, yay!
Oh, can we hear the yay?
Yes.
Okay. Ophelia? Where are you?
I'm in the cool cave thing.
Does it sound like she's just on the other side of the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what does the exact thing on the door say?
Speak to me your true desire.
Like I said, don't lie to her. She doesn't like when people lie to her.
I'll just kind of stop and look awkwardly at Temperance.
I won't remember it. I promise. I can stick my finger in my ear.
Oh, no, not
That'd be
that.
helpful.
Just, are we doing this?
La la la. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Are we doing this?
Well, it seems to be the only way.
If I go up to the door, can I just, like, open it?
You go up to the door and you don't feel a place where it connects.
So it just feels like a solid stone slab?
Yep.
Okay.
Idara, have fun.
Yeah,
I
this
can
sounds
hear you
very
hitting
fun.
the door. I can hear you hitting the door. Don't be a stake in the mud. Just say it. Just say it.
I feel like I have to think of something now. I don't know.
Just say stuff that you want. Doesn't have to be deep.
I want better armor. My armor's ass right now. I'm not lying. I just didn't think very hard about it.
It's like Santa but a rock.
That's not your true desire. It's just something you want.
I truly desire better armor. Like this is Adara being like, I don't know. I need to do like deep self-reflection otherwise.
Adara's like, I truly desire that Ophelia would stop doing dumb shit without asking me first.
I truly desire to be on the other side of this door.
Do you want to do some deep self-reflection?
Oh my god.
Adara gets to do self-reflection!
You gotta close your eyes and put your palms on the earth and center yourself in the eventuality of your own demise.
Uh-huh.
I like her!
Then what?
And then think about the only thing that you would want if you were looking up from your deathbed and say, I am proud of... Finish my sentence.
I want my
Okay.
family to take me seriously.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ophelia's gonna interrupt it and be like, don't you want to kick your brother's ass?
You don't know that.
Adara, you suddenly feel weightless. And you phase through the door. And as you become solid, you see Ophelia next to you in a stone room.
You did it!
Mm,
Can I hug you?
sure. Is this what people who
Yay!
journal feel like? I feel sweaty.
I don't know, I don't journal. And then Ophelia's just gonna like give her a hug. You did it! I'm proud of you!
Adara will awkwardly, like, pat the head. Thanks.
Oh wow, you did it. I'm very proud of you.
I'll kind of have my hands in the dirt and just kind of crunch it a little. I desire to prove myself worthy and pay back the brothers for everything they've done for me.
Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
Say, Jess the DM is asking, is that actually
Yes.
what you want, or is that what you tell people you want?
It is what I want. Yes.
Okay. You feel yourself go weightless, and you are pulled through the door and re-solidify on the other side with Adara and Ophelia.
You see Adara is, like, in the middle of drinking from her wineskin while Ophelia is, like, still wrapped around her torso. Hello.
Yay!
Aw.
You did it too! Yay!
Respect.
Yes.
Good job, everybody.
Do we
was
have
a
to
big
do-
step.
Do we have to do that again to get back out of here?
I don't know.
What else is in this room?
This is kind of an empty, small entrance chamber that leads into, it's fully made of stone, and just beyond it looks like an open doorway.
All right. Adara will give Ophelia, like, one last half arm squeeze and then be like, let's go. Get off me.
Okay. She like unsuctions like an octopus.
Walking into that, or through that threshold, you find yourself in a narrow stone hallway. It's about 5 feet wide and 30 feet long, and you can see with your dark vision at the other end of the hallway is an armored boar who immediately upon seeing you charges.
A boar?
Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Adara,
Yeah.
you get hit with an armored boar.
In Abyssal, Adara just starts yelling, like, I did your stupid fucking entrance exam. Leave me alone. What the fuck is this?
Shout out to Draz that just said 30 to 50 feral hogs.
Let's see. So that is 10 slashing damage. You're healed from your long rest and everything, whatever you needed to do for that.
Yeah,
And give me
rolled my hit dice.
And plus an additional 6 slashing damage.
So 16.
And give me a strength saving throw, please.
Is Adara gonna wrestle a boar?
What is math? There we go. What was that? Strength saving throw?
Yep.
Hell yeah, I'm a fighter. I'm great at these. 25. Get the most bodied.
You sense that the boar is trying to knock you over, and as you hold your ground, the boar's just kind of like, and just kind of stands doing a this in front of you.
Oh my
Let's
God.
roll initiative, folks.
God, I love that immediately. I'm sorry that you have to deal with this, but God, that's great.
No,
That's
it's
such a
fine.
great-
It's funny.
Such a great image.
16 initiative.
Temperance.
Oh god. It was a 12.
Okay. Ophelia.
I got a 5.
Okay.
The stars have been realigned.
Gosh. Have you seen
Adara,
that-
you were
wait,
up. Oh, what were
oh
you
my
gonna
God.
say?
I was gonna say, Gwen, have you seen that like Big Top Burger video, like Elk, where like it's an animation where like these guys are in like a clown themed burger food truck. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, I just posted the YouTube watch link.
I'll do
it's,
it
like-
later.
Yeah,
Say,
it's these
don't
people
watch
with-
it. Watch Threeflings, but watch that afterwards.
Yeah, watch it later. But at one point, the driver of the truck pulls over to wrestle an elk, and that's what I'm picturing a tournament.
100%. So wait, is Dara up first?
Adara is up first. You
All
have
right.
a big boar in your face doing a scuffle. Like,
I'm attacking. The boar started this. I'm gonna finish it. That is a math 19 to hit
You hit the boar.
Excellent. I'm going to do a trip attack on the boar because the boar tried to trip attack me.
Oh, sweet.
So I roll my superiority die, which is a D10. Yeah.
Is that a strength?
Yeah, you need to make a strength save.
The boar did not succeed.
Ooh, pretty
That's
good
a
damage too.
7.
Oh yeah, extra fail. Okay, cool. So then you take a total of math. What is 5 plus 6 plus 7?
18.
You're right. Cool. So you take 18 points of damage as Adara
Damn.
just like the boar tries to come and tackle Adara, and she just kind of like sidesteps it and then like clocks it in the back of the neck so it falls down.
Adara's, oh god, Adara suplexes a boar.
And also is just yelling in Abyssal the whole time at the boar, at the universe, at this temple in particular.
I love it. So the boar is knocked prone
Good.
and is gonna use its action to get up, but it cannot attack you.
All right.
Unless you are grappling. Are you grappling the boar? Or did
No.
you just knock it over? Okay.
I knocked it over.
Okay, then it's just
Or a
kinda,
hug.
like rolling around like and does like a snuffle sound and kind of does a shrug, rewrites its armor and gears up. It's ready to scuffle again. And Temperance, you are up.
I'm going to yell at it. Bacon is a good reason to die, and hit it with my longsword. Oh no! Oh no! And miss probably with a 7.
There is that one point of inspiration.
Can I use it?
if you
Yeah.
want.
Threeflings?
Yeah, go
for it.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
It's for using.
But-
We never remember to use it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use it. Oh no! I rolled the same thing.
Ooh.
I wasted it.
Destiny.
completely.
Okay, don't worry about it.
So you
Whiff.
hit the boar, but you clang off of its armor. So you hit it, but it doesn't go through.
Damn, that's thick.
Ophelia,
Yes.
what you gonna do?
So in any of like the mythology of this whole Red Knight, is there anything about a boar that I can remember?
Give me a religion or arcana check.
Okay, I want to know what the deal is with Corky the pig over here. That's a 16.
Okay. So you haven't heard anything about a boar, but you would guess that given the Red Knight is a goddess of combat, that this is here to test penitence. It's a guardian of the temple.
Oh, okay.
Test
So-
penitence?
Like test people coming to serve the Red Knight. So
Oh.
you must defeat the boar to pass.
Ooh.
Okay, does defeat, like, thinking about this, I'm like, okay, so that probably means defeat the boar. I don't know if defeat the boar means killing it or just knocking it unconscious. I'm gonna go with the latter. Adara, don't kill the boar! And then I am,
No promises.
please don't, I'm not gonna get a god angry at us. And then, hang on a sec. I'm gonna see what this is. And then I'm going to turn and cast True Strike on the boar. So that's it. I just have advantage next time I roll against it.
Okay. Ajara, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna swing at the board again with my scimitar. That's cocked. Oh, natural 20.
Oh,
All right. I'm rolling damage for my scimitar. Max damage. So crit means we just add an extra full die to this. So that is 6 plus 6 plus 6, because we're devils,
18!
is another 18 damage.
Yay!
damn.
Good job!
And
That
then,
is massively thematic. I love it.
yeah,
I love that
and then
so
I'll
much.
bite the boar non-lethally so that I don't kill it.
Yeah, give him a little munch.
Yeah, give him like a molar chomp, you know? Or I'll try to anyway. Whoo! 19 on the die. A good d20. 26 to hit.
You indeed bite the boar.
Excellent. I bite the boar for 8 points of non-lethal piercing damage. Non-lethal.
So you bite the boar for what seems like should have downed this boar. But there's something about this boar where it just seems like it's refusing to go down. And it is going to attack you.
Yeah, fair.
And it's probably not gonna hit, but let's see. 13 doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
So nearly unconscious, it kind of tries to gore you and is struggle bus about it. Just kind of, I don't want to say half-heartedly because it's really trying to take you down, but it's just too weak at this point to do much about it. Temperance.
Can I like bash it with the pommel of my longsword or do like a
Absolutely.
shield bash on it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That's cocked. And that's a 9.
So I think you're maybe a little too afraid to take the boar out. Is that what's going down?
Oh no.
Yeah, I just like don't
Just like, no.
tap it.
You're like, oh, it looks sad now.
Aw.
You just kind of move it away and it's still like Ophelia, you are up.
Is this boar is still conscious, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Still conscious, still angry, but struggling to be alive.
Okay. I would like to just like walk forward, take out the sword cane, and just like try to do the same thing, just like knock it unconscious, so then I don't have to like stab it or something. So that's what I'm gonna do. It like the sword cane, but like while it's still a cane, so it's not a sword.
Okay.
It's just like, it's like Scrooge McDuck and all those really old like Disney shorts.
Woo!
Oh, I rolled a 2 both times.
No.
Thank you. True strike, very cool for that advantage. Okay. So yeah, I'm 100% missing this boar like a sad, dizzy
Everybody
child with a pinata.
Too scared to kill this boar.
This boar is my job.
Dara, it's back to you.
All right. Do I trust the same d20 or do I feel like its luck has run out? Let's see if it'll do a nice roll a third time in a row.
Let's see.
Maybe. That's a 15 to hit.
Yep.
Yay. All right. With my scimitar. Swing at it non-lethally.
I was gonna say that's higher than 2 2s.
Yeah. So that is 8 points of slashing non-lethal damage.
So the boar tips over and then slowly struggles and gets back up. And looks like it's preparing to charge.
Oh, buddy.
I will say, are you sure we're supposed to kill this? Like, I don't have much of a conscience, but I feel kind of bad for this.
I said not to kill it. I didn't
Fight it?
I mean, yeah, if you're the goddess of war, wouldn't you want someone hardy to come and serve you?
All right, then I'm gonna bonus action bite it before my turn ends. 22 to bite.
You bite.
All right.
Fight that boar, baby.
You ever just feel bad? 9 points of non-lethal piercing damage.
I would just feel bad for a pig.
How do you destroy this boar?
I guess Adara, like, comes up to it and, like, kind of whacks it with the flat of her scimitar. And is then like, Ophelia, are you sure? And then just grabs it and is sort of like grabs an arm or something and just kind of like chomps. And then it's like,
You do the chihuahua biting at the ankles thing.
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, so is the boar good now?
The boar is unconscious, if that is what you chose.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna like walk up and like give the boar like a pat on the head and be like, "You look, it's light."
That was weird.
Yeah, I just hope you chose correctly.
you mentioned you wanted some new armor. That boar is wearing some armor. Maybe you could, like, pull it off and
What does the boar's
You
armor
want this
look like?
boy-shaped armor?
Does it look
MacGyver
nicer than
something.
default leather armor?
Yeah, it is wearing bright red painted brass armor of some sort.
I'm
So
gonna feel
does it
so
look like
bad.
plate armor?
Yeah.
Oh. I can wear that, I'm pretty sure. I'll
I'm
decide
gonna
whether or not to loot
so
the emissary
You
of
wear
the
boar-shaped armor.
yeah.
The big pig.
Yep. Just pad it out.
I'm gonna feel so sad if this pig wakes up and it's just like, oh, I am now naked.
I've been defeated and am nude. Yeah, I
What a
think
way to live.
Adara considers it probably longer than she should, and then goes like, probably shouldn't steal from an emissary of a deity in the deity's temple. But it is nice
You're probably
armor.
right.
If it's still here, once we're done with whatever the fuck's going on, then it was meant to be.
I mean, I personally would not try to make it a habit to steal things from a god of battle, especially given your profession.
That's
Adara.
why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, good. I'm proud of you. That's self-control.
Ophelia,
No, it's good.
Ophelia, do you still have kind of a map in your head that's leading you somewhere?
Oh no, do I?
Yeah, you still feel a pull to go down this hallway.
Yes,
Hmm.
that way. And then just be like, look at the fog and be like, I have no idea what just happened.
You head down the hallway, and it opens into an ancient stone chamber. Leather-bound books line two massive bookcases against the back wall. Sitting in a desk in the center of the chamber is a strikingly beautiful woman with red hair. She absently toys with a red chess piece, a knight, tied to a cord around her neck. She rises to greet you.
Hi.
Ophelia, you made it.
Ah, you're the one who talked to me in my dreams. Hi, nice to finally meet you and put a face to a stone face.
I'm Anala. Welcome to the Temple of the Red God, of the Red Knight. And who are your friends?
Oh, this is Adara. She's the one that does most of the really strong stuff. And then this is Temperance. She is really
Single.
cool.
She winks at Temperance.
Good.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
had to.
The
gonna
forest
say, yeah,
lesbians were inside us all along.
No, but yeah, like she's really cool. She's got really cool stuff.
She's very tall.
Oh yes. Both
Now-
things I hear are good.
Now, I hope y'all don't misunderstand me. I'm not the Red Knight herself, but I am a devotee of hers. I consider myself a strategist. I am a fan of her tactics. And I like to consider myself a commander. And all commanders must know the mind and the hearts of their enemies. What is it the poets say? All's fair in love and war.
What war are you fighting?
Well, I assume you've met those brutes and intruders at Fort Selsmai. You've seen
Intruders.
the civil unrest amongst them. You've seen how they hate their captain.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are they intruding on? Just questioning that.
The forest does not belong to them.
How many times do we have to teach people this lesson?
What are they doing with it?
See, now the humans from the Sword Coast have been coming here for centuries. I protect this forest from being settled. I guard the barrows of my soldiers who died here centuries ago in their war. I'm the last, and I refuse to be defeated. They send these dregs up against me now. And I know the deepest desire of their commander, Lady Celise. She wants to prove herself in battle and be recalled from exile. She's not gonna do it. That's why she works her troops so hard, you see. Poor, poor boys. Clearly, she's an evil woman. I would hope, since you came all this way, thank you so much, Ophelia. Now you could take care of my little Lady Celise problem. Hopefully once she dies, they'll abandon Fort Selsmire and all those little soldier boys can go back home. I can give you rewards representing the favor of the Red Knight, worthy of adventurers of your sort.
How full of shit is this lady?
Give me an insight check.
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can do that before I ask her, before I tell her what I was going to do.
Cocked. Not great. That's 12.
So what are you trying to check?
I want to know if she believes what she's saying or if she thinks it's what we want to hear. I don't think I could get that from a 12, but that's what I'm trying to intuit.
You get that she absolutely believes what she's saying.
Okay, so she does truly believe the line about those poor, poor boys and the line about the Knight Commander Blackwall being an evil woman.
Well,
Cool.
She's terrible. You can see it in the way they disrespect her.
Have you talked to any of them?
Well, I talk to Lady Celise every night in her dreams. Just like how I met Ophelia last night.
People dream about weird stuff that, might not be what they're like in real life. Maybe. That can happen.
Yeah, I just want to give you a heads up. We're not super huge on taking people out of this world. At least myself and Temperance aren't. Like, your boar out there is just kind of unconscious in the hallway.
Well, that's new. Most adventurers are dying to cut old Bacon down and eat him when they're finished.
His name is Bacon? Why'd you do that?
Well, his grandpappy Fatback. It's a family name.
Ah.
Alright.
Also, what was the whole deal with, like, the Will-o'-the-Wisp and the ghost horse and everything of that nature?
The Shrine Guardians.
Ah, okay.
Those filthy soldiers desecrated the shrine of the Red Knight. They deserve everything that's coming to them. But I don't want to harm those boys, see. I believe if we just remove the commander, see, it's like digging out the root of a tree. If you keep cutting off the branches, it grows back. If you dig it out from the root, you eliminate it completely. And believe me, Lady Celise Blackwall has some nasty roots.
Like what?
She's a coward. She steals from the men that she's supposed to be paying. She works them to death. She doesn't care about the lives of her soldiers. And she probably wants me dead.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression based on what they did to the statue.
Has this person introduced themselves?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
her
he
name
did.
is Inala. I
Okay.
can write it in the thing.
Just out of curiosity, is the Red Knight looking for more devotees?
Well, I don't speak for the knight, but I'm sure she's always willing to take more penitents or soldiers in the unending battle.
Okay. I have an excellent idea that doesn't involve killing anyone. Now, hear me out. Instead of us killing Lady Blackwall, you go visit some of the other men and get them to mutiny against her, and then you can be like, hey, that was the Red Knight that did cool stuff for you. Come and help her, and also you don't have to deal with Lady Blackwall anymore. Because it's clear you don't like her.
Well, I'm pretty sure I could convert those boys aplenty once she's gone.
But also, wouldn't it kind of be more satisfying to the Red Queen to like the Red Knight to have her be disgraced in battle again, so she stops trying to like do the cool thing? Like, wouldn't that just be satisfying though?
She kind of chuckles, says, be far more embarrassing for her to be defeated by some common mercenaries she hired for 10 gold apiece just yesterday. Bad judgment on her part, wouldn't you say?
I think the bad judgment extends far past hiring us and assuming our competence.
Yeah, underpaying your workers is bad, but what is she stealing exactly?
Yeah.
Just money.
She says that her troops aren't getting paid. She doesn't, or at least not getting paid enough. That may well be true, but she's skimming off the top. She dreams and feels such guilt about it, but how else is she going to keep her weapons in fine, shall we say, sharpness for when she encounters such a fearsome beast in the forest, such as myself?
So you think she's actively planning to come here and fight you?
Oh, she absolutely is, darling. She would have sent you, I believe, had you gone to her, but she'll be here one way or another. It's only a matter of time.
What's worse at that point? Defeat by death or like severe embarrassment, like disenfranchised from your family beyond exile embarrassment?
Yeah. How team, I would like to have a discussion that does not involve our new friend. Would you mind, Inala, if we stepped outside and had a private conversation before coming back to you?
Oh, please, go right ahead. I know that non-soldiers might view casualties of war as murder, although it really is just, folks fall on the battlefield all the time, and eliminating an enemy commander is so much more efficient than, say, slaughtering hundreds in a field.
Sure.
Go right ahead. Bacon ought to be getting back up and resuming his post, but he won't trifle with you none.
All right.
Okay, good. I didn't want to have to fight the big pig again.
Yeah, that one hit, he got hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask that if she hadn't told us. I was gonna be like, please tell me Bacon's gonna be chill now.
Are you okay, Adara? Do you need some healing?
Idara just gives you like a long stare, has flashbacks to Brooks doing this exact same thing like 3 times, and then is just like, I could probably use some healing.
was gonna say we still have a healing potion, too.
Okay, well, there will need to be express measures taken. Do you have a thick cloak or cloth?
I have a regular cloak.
Okay, put that over your skin, and I'm gonna wrap my hands, and then we're gonna do some healing. I'm just gonna do lay on hands for like. How bad do you feel? Like,
Um,
ow, I scraped my knee, or oh wow, I'm bleeding a lot.
I have definitely lost some blood.
Okay, I'll do 10 lay on hands.
Thanks.
But it's more of a boop through multiple layers of cloth.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely forgot that you were playing a paladin for a second and just flash back to our previous episode where the wonderful Brooke Shiner played so perfectly by DW just over and over. Do you want healing? Or do you need healing? Yeah? Oh. Well, anyway.
You should probably take care of that then.
Yeah, you should get that fixed then. Anyway. Yeah, so if we could regroup outside, out of earshot.
Yeah. I really don't want to kill anyone. That's not on the list.
Yeah.
A list. We'll come back to that later.
I
Yes,
thought
we
I
will.
told you about this. There's a death god who had a we made a deal with the death god who was like, these people have cheated me and need to die, and here's some names, go get them, kids. So we have a to-do list for that. Sort of part of the reason I've been traveling around so much.
It's not people that like have no reason to die. They've literally quite cheated death several times, and at this point we're just gonna be like, ugh. Trust me, I had my whole moment where I was just like, yeah, I didn't want to do this either.
Well, if they've cheated death, it's probably a good reason to,
Yeah, make them permadead. Yeah.
So anyway, though, thoughts?
The lice guys need a union.
And some soap.
And some
Depending
soap.
on which lice guy you're talking about, I think they just need to be removed from polite society.
That is also true. This person seems intense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, the escalation from welcome to my home to hey, go kill someone was immediately like 0 to 100. I don't feel like that's how you should lead a conversation.
I would be interested in... I recognize that this sounds a little, wishy-washy, but I would be interested in trying to meet the Knight Captain and get a better read on her before I make an opinion about whether I want her to die, personally. That's kind of where I'm at currently. Not thrilled with everything that Inala has told us about her, but also, I mean, I've kind of got, I don't know.
Biased perspectives from all sides.
Yeah. You heard what I said at the door. I feel vaguely sympathetic toward this person who all we know about is that she's doing her best to win back her family's approval. Kind of resonates a little bit. So,
Same.
that hurt to say, but it's fine.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you.
I hate talking about myself and my feelings. That's fine.
We're proud
Do
of
you
you.
need some more healing?
I need some more alcohol. But, people can be pieces of shit and also have things in common with you separately, so.
I also don't love the whole, oopsie, we burned down an old growth forest. That's yikes.
Yeah, based on the number of dryads that we've met, I'm gonna say that I've definitely learned that that's not cool.
Also, the mention of ancient barrows of soldiers sounds to me like, oh, possible undead army. Ooh, you know what? I have divine sense. I'm just gonna do a little divine sense to see if I can smell out any undeads or celestials or fiends.
You don't smell out any undead or celestials. You definitely detect a fiendish presence in this temple.
Okay.
I was like, is it me?
Is
That was my
it
deep thought.
bacon?
It is not the three of you, and it is not bacon.
By process of elimination.
Yep.
That's good to know. Hey, people who have heard of the Red Knight, is that like a good god or an evil god?
I'm assuming it's like a neutral thing, because battle gods tend to be neutral in that. Like, it tends to be like oh yeah, just fight stuff good, not like, ha ha ha, I will rule the day when everything is dead.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'm
not sure.
Are we able to to know this information, Jess? Or
Sorry, what was that you were just doing? I was doing something else with the adventure. Sorry.
um,
Ask me that question again.
do we
Apologize.
know if the Red Knight is like a good or evil aligned deity?
This is definitely I'm going to say a neutral aligned deity, because it's this is a war god, but more like tactical strategy. And I don't want to be like, war is evil, like war does evil things, but you don't have to be an evil person to declare.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like what I assumed, like how people characterize Athena. Like,
Yeah.
she's not evil for being into battle tactics. She's just like, I want battle to be fair, and this is how battle needs to be fair.
Okay.
Right.
Good to know. Because, the fiend in service to her is perhaps a point against her. But also, we've met plenty of people who are a category who don't fit the archetype. So,
I have a better point that's a point against her, which is considering killing someone as a casualty of war and considering casualties of war as not death, but just things that happened. That's kind of not great.
Yeah.
I mean, on a personal level, maybe, but death happens. Death happens a lot in war. I'm not personally upset by that stance. I think that it is a valid one for somebody who is, I think that's a valid one for someone to have and doesn't make them necessarily a bad person.
But if you don't know you're fighting a war, is that really tactics?
Oh, well, I mean, then that's a civilian death, and that's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's like, it's collateral damage. And I'm like, collateral means you are specifically unaware that you are involved in a war / not involved yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Idara. I think we need to talk to this lady Blackhall.
I would really love to, because I'm really tired of people being like, oh, she's evil, she's terrible, when for all intents and purposes, she could just be like, I want to go home, please.
Yeah, I have gotten to the point in my life where if somebody says she's evil, I think to myself, all right, so she has opinions.
Is she evil, or did she just not want to date you?
Having my first encounter with someone with a negative opinion of her refer to her as a skank did not help. But sometimes both people in an equation suck. So let's go talk to her.
Yeah, that's a good place to break it off a break.
All right. With that in mind, we are going to take a 5-minute break. So we will be right back. Everybody stick around. I'm going to run a 30-second commercial. And but we'll be back in 5.
All right, see you guys in a bit. we're back.
Hey everybody! I saw the Ennies are done. Congrats to all the winners. We love you. And we are back in a temple with a fiend
We are back
somewhere in
outside the
it.
temple. Thank you very much. We didn't want the fiend listening to us.
I thought you were in a hallway. Anyway.
Probably in the hallway.
So where are you gonna go? What you gonna do?
So we.
Oh wait, hang on. Draz just said Christina and I are flipped in the layout.
Oh, because Christina's
So
camera
I'm-
got moved.
Oh, no.
No, it's fine. I'm just scooting people around. Don't mind me. Very professional. Oh, wrong.
Thank you, Draz.
Sorry.
Nothing to see here. Thank you, Draz. All right, we're good.
Fabulous.
Anyway,
Yay. Okay. Yeah, I would like to go talk to the woman who we have only been told bad things about and see if her attitude matches the name on the tin.
yeah. I think we're all on board with going to talk to the knight captain and figuring out what her deal is a little bit. Because, you know,
Okay.
we've heard a lot of things, but we need to see for ourselves.
Yes.
And I think we should let the person in this temple know what we're doing, at least. So,
She doesn't assume that we're gonna come back with her head on a pike.
yeah, does anybody have a way that they want to go about that?
Maybe
gonna-
say, we are so interested in, since you're into tactics, maybe she has some that would be interesting to you, so we're gonna go talk to her first, tactically.
I like how that's what you were gonna say, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go use the bathroom for 5 hours, I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. We'll be back in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And that works too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go see a doctor for the fact that I have to go use the bathroom for 5 hours. See you later.
But yeah, we give her like a vague reason why we're
Okay.
leaving and are just sort of like, good talk. See ya.
See ya soon.
We may or may not be coming back here.
Well, I'm sure y'all will do what's right.
I sure hope we do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fairly easy trip back to the fort. Along the way, looking around, anybody can give me a perception check if you would like.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see how good this is gonna go. Oh, no, it did not.
24.
Ooh.
I rolled a 19.
That's a 3, baby.
Temperance, a 2. So coming back, Adara, you find an ancient half-rusted helm in an unfamiliar style.
That's probably from the soldiers in the barrows. Can I, like, examine it? Is there anything
Yeah.
else around?
Looks very old, like beat up, from maybe from the river.
Dara, you should try it on. It would look so cute.
I don't think it'll fit over my horns.
But also, hear me out, what if that is Lady Blackheart's little situation there?
I think it's older than that. This looks like...
Centuries old.
Okay.
I mean, she could just look really good for her age.
She's a human.
Okay, that's completely fair.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm good to keep going. This feels weird to just find.
Yeah, I am very suspicious of this.
So it seems like it came from the river?
Yeah, like it was washed up or something. Like you can see pieces of rusted metal along the I won't say glinting, but kind of near it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was some battle fought here a very long time ago.
Well, I guess that tracks then. We're not in a super big rush. Do you guys want to see if there's anything like interesting in magic over here?
I would like to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll just look around for whatever catches my eye as the most shiny, making an executive assumption that magic items corrode less quickly than regular items.
Give me a perception or investigation check.
I'll make a perception check.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna lean down and like give my frog a drink of water.
22.
Okay. You don't see anything recent, but you do find a small leather pouch that has about the size and weight of a book in it.
Is there a book in it?
There is. It is a book that is filled with rules of combat. And there is a dog-eared section that has multiple underlinings and circlings that says, you must know the desires of your enemy's heart. Then you need not fear the results of 100 battles.
Ooh.
I think I found our new friend's playbook.
What is it?
It's a book on battle tactics, but specifically this line about knowing your enemy's heart and then you will win 100 battles or some shit. You're both welcome to look at this. I think Shy would appreciate it more than any of us here, so I'm gonna put it in my bag and plan to give it to her the next time I see it. Or see her, unless there's something else more pressing that comes up with the book. We'll find out.
Doesn't seem to be much else around here. Sorry, what were you going to say, Temperance?
Oh, I was just going to ask Idara if she thinks that means she'll be victorious, right? You're obviously going to win, since you're familiar
With
the desires of, I mean, you share similar things? Was I supposed to go la la la?
I mean, this is more like you're supposed to know what your enemy wants and then you can defeat them more.
Okay.
So, I don't really think that getting through the door is gonna help us in a fight a whole lot.
I was talking about empathy with one of the combatants.
Oh.
Specifically.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's gonna make it easier. Well,
I don't like fighting. Fighting is for other people that are not me.
I mean, you're not bad at it.
I know, but I don't like that I'm not bad at it.
I guess I can't help you there.
Heading back to the fort, you see those soldiers still training, looking exhausted. They direct you to the officers' quarters. You see Captain Hadrian at his desk, looking even more haggard than the last time you saw him. He looks at your faces quietly for a moment, says, "Word you lot might not come back. What'd you find out?"
We need to talk to the night
I want to
captain.
talk to your manager.
Yep.
What'd you find?
I would like to talk to the night captain.
It's
Sent you
above
out
your
on
pay grade.
patrol. You don't come back. What'd you see on the patrol?
It's above your pay grade. We need to talk to the night captain.
Other than a sad statue, I don't feel comfortable telling you anything else lest it kill you. So I would like to talk to your night captain.
You saw a sad statue?
Yeah, like a sad little disgraced statue.
I don't care about...
We have important information. Tactical information. Do you want to be here forever? Or do you want to see glory? Okay.
It's really because I feel like if I tell you something, it will get you killed, and I really don't want that to happen because I feel like you're like a good talk away from finding a better place to live.
Look, I don't care about any broken stones you might have found in the forest. I need to know what you saw. And it's not up to you to decide when you see the Night Commander. She decides when she sees you. Now, did you find anything of interest out there?
Literally only the statue. I'm not kidding, dude. That's the only thing I saw up until the river. That is it.
Are we... I'm gonna try and exchange a look with the rest of the party. Are we withholding information from this guy on purpose now, or...
Here's the thing. I said the statue was the only thing I saw up until the river, so I am not withholding information, and I am also not telling the truth.
We're definitively withholding information.
You haven't told him about any of the items you found or that you were attacked at that statue.
I mean, he asked what we saw, not what we did.
So, like, do either Ophelia or Temperance seem to be, like, intentionally unwilling to give this guy information in order to proceed? Because...
I'm okay with it.
All right.
I don't like lying too much.
Ophelia doesn't like lying, but also she does not like killing people more.
Great. Okay, then Adara's just gonna start, like, listing off stuff. She's going to say, great, so we ran into multiple undead, a fiend, a temple to a deity you don't know about, artifacts from centuries ago, a book of war tactics, some bodies, some other amulets, some missing like guard stuff, some other things too. Just so many bodies. There's so many bodies out there. So we need to talk to the Knight Captain.
Oh, and bacon.
So
yes, we met bacon.
No, it's...
Yeah, there's wild hogs, which make tasty bacon.
You say you saw undead out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this amulet, you got to show it to me.
I'll show him the amulet.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's just sadder.
He takes it from you if you'll let him. Say, I need to take this to Lady Celise immediately.
Great, we're coming with you. I'll hold on to it also until he agrees that this is the plan.
Tug of war.
It's a bit irregular.
We're a bit irregular.
Give me an intimidation check.
I mean, no one's super regular.
Is someone helping me?
Yeah, I can help you if you want.
Yeah.
It is wild to me that you can't do intimidation with strength.
I will flex.
Well, with advantage, that's an 8.
What are you trying to intimidate him into?
Letting us come with.
Oh, okay. I will, if you fail dramatically at that, I will say, listen, we need to talk to your Knight Captain. This is not a debate. I am tired of arguing with you. I tried to be nice. Let us go. And then I am going to roll to intimidate as well.
Okay.
Because Adara is just like, no, you can't have, no. Listen
I
to
have
me.
a +4 in this. It's so ridiculous. That's a 21.
Okay.
Hey, there we go.
The soft has become the strong.
Bit irregular, but what the hell's everything else is falling apart here? Come on up.
I promise it'll lead you to be in less trouble if you just take us to your Knight Captain. And I'm gonna like stare at him with like my blood red eyes and be like, yeah?
He leads you up a short flight of wooden stairs to the private quarters of Knight Captain Lady Celise Blackball. Despite being in her bedroom, she is wearing full plate armor. Her hair is, the dark braid is undone. Her desk is a mess, and she's pacing when you enter. You see her gray eyes are sharp and piercing, but she looks exhausted. She has dark circles under them. And she looks surprised when you arrive.
Hi. We need to talk.
Come in then. She kind of gives Captain Hadrian the eye, and he hands over the amulet. She immediately looks very concerned. Dismisses him. He salutes. She says, now tell me everything you know about this.
Whose is it?
Belongs to some witch in the forest. She's been... Time is of the essence. There's some madness in the forest. Some creature is causing will-o'-the-wisps and strange, terrifying visions, undead. They're coming to destroy me and take down this fort and kill everything that's in it. And I know this is the cause of it. I don't know what it means, but I see it in my dreams every night. Now, tell me everything that you know.
I've seen it in my dreams too.
You have? Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me what does it mean?
For a goddess. The Red Knight, she's a goddess of battle strategy. And while we are on the topic of battle strategy, I would really love it if you would tell me about your family and why you are exiled from them.
Oh, right there.
And I'm gonna give her like this, like the innocent smile, like I heard this from my parents.
She looks really taken aback. I'm not in the habit of answering to those in my employ, but you may know that I have been here, at the back end of nowhere, a fort full of criminals, vagabonds, and all sorts of disreputable men who can barely call themselves soldiers, hardly given any food or wages, not connected to the city in any way, left to starve to death, and plagued by nightmares constantly. And now, with this, I know we can find an end this madness in the forest. Help me eliminate this creature, whatever it is, that's tormenting me nightly. I'll pay you. I know your wages were 10 gold a piece. Can give you 150 gold. It's what I have left in my family purse.
See, this is where it kind of becomes an issue, because the woman in the woods would also like you dead.
She starts pacing around the room, so it's not enough that she torments me every night, and I haven't slept in 3 weeks. Now she sends mercenaries of my own employ to kill me. Is that what's going on? Of course that's what's
Oh
going
no,
on.
we're not here to kill you. We just want to talk. I'm not kidding. We wanted to warn you about that.
Well, I'd also like to know, since you have enough to pay us 150 gold, why aren't you paying the soldiers more? And are they not sleeping because of nightmares, or are they not sleeping because they've been asked to work long hours without pay?
Oh, they sleep fine. It's me. I have nightmares of this place every single night. That woman in my head telling me that she's coming for me. Now, the gold is, well, it's my inheritance.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Yeah.
Since we've been told that she's
shit
stealing.
Sounds
That's
like
so shady.
Okay, the thing that makes me kind of upset about this, and this is like the same gripe as Gwen saying you can't do intimidate with strength. I really wish you could do insight with charisma, like to read body language. I really wish you could do it with charisma.
I can see why it's wisdom, because wisdom is like awareness of
Perception,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16. And then charisma is like force of personality.
Yeah.
But I mean, charisma is also very much like body language and how you carry yourself. So I feel like if you were knowledgeable enough about that, I feel like you could kind of push that into insight.
So you were trying to check and see if it actually is her inheritance?
Yeah, and just sort of, you know, we've been told that she's like stealing from her employees. So just
Call them that.
trying to get a read on like if she even feels bad about that, if she's just sort of trying to keep that on the down low because it's like not important, or does she like genuinely not see anything wrong with this, or like.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 to see if she just has more money and she's just not willing to give it to people.
I rolled a 16.
So you get that this is her inheritance. She is not lying, and she seems kind of confused about this stealing situation.
Or the stealing accusation, or like
yeah, the stealing accusation.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you plan on doing to like get back in your family's good graces, so you can stop living on 150 gold that you were offering to adventurers?
Once I eliminate this creature in the forest, I assume I'll be reassigned.
But also, why are you assigned here? It seems like what exactly are you guarding?
I retreated from battle. Many lives were lost that day.
Okay. Oh yeah, death bad. Oh no.
That was sent here as punishment for my cowardice, because because of my family connections. Was not dishonorably discharged, but my family is also not interested in using those connections for me again. So I'm here at the back of Beyond with soldiers who hate me.
I'm gonna be honest, that shit sucks.
Yeah. The being in the forest was under the impression that you were skimming food and pay off the top of what was allocated to your workers. Thoughts?
There's nothing to pay them. There's nothing to eat.
Do I believe her?
Yeah.
Do you believe her?
I will roll an insight check to find out if I believe her.
Do I?
She says, we haven't been sent supplies, and they send a supply train wagon once a month. There's barely anything on it.
8. I believe her.
She says, some of my own captains have been eating boiling shoe leather. Like that's anything a captain should eat.
See, part of me is just like, hey, why don't you sell some of the land you own and buy things?
Idara is sympathetic to this woman.
No, yeah, I am sympathetic to her too, but also I am definitely a little less sympathetic because of her disregard for care for what she could be doing that is more. Because I'm like, yeah, Jeff Bezos not paying people correctly does not excuse the fact that he could, like, end world hunger, but he won't.
I mean, if she's been cut off by her family, I'm not sure that that's the same thing.
150 gold is still a lot. Like, you could still contract someone to go get food.
It's true. But I don't know.
Hiring adventurers to get food instead of hiring them to patrol a fort.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, your resources are in the wrong spots.
Wonder also, like, what if you just said you lost the fort, but took another one somewhere else and set up camp somewhere? It's not technically retreating. This place obviously is not good for you.
I will not. back down from a battle again. And those sad excuses for soldiers are not in the shape to take anything. They die to a wolf.
What would you do if the creature who's been causing your nightmares and stuff was gone?
I assume I'd be reassigned.
What happens if you stay here, but she's gone? What would you do?
Get a good bloody night's sleep for a change. It's hard enough to lead this band of ruffians, let alone... I can hardly think, let alone lead my troops. This creature is in my head all day, all night, telling me that my time is up and I'm going to die. And I know that she's coming for me. She's sent something happening. And I know that there is a life, there's a ticking clock on my life. I can hardly focus on commanding them, let alone eating. Not like there's anything to eat. And she just kind of looks off in the distance.
My whole concern is that I feel like if we let you get rid of the fiend that is bothering your mind right now, I don't think that's going to get you what you want, which is to be able to go back home, stop commanding a bunch of people who don't respect you, and actually eat something other than shoes. I don't think that that's going to accomplish what you think it's going to accomplish.
Can't fault her for trying, though.
I mean, yeah, but you also have to consider the fact that she's like, these soldiers aren't fit to take anything. So what tells you that you're fit to fight against someone who is serving the goddess of battle tactics?
That's why I'm not going to kill her. I'm hiring you to do it. After she's eliminated, perhaps we can carve out a proper foothold for civilization in these wilds. Reclaim them. Make them work. Make the land work for us instead of the other way around.
That's not how it works. That's just straight up not how it works.
But, like, what was here before? Do you know?
Not sure. I know the fort's very old. It's remnants of a battle, but I can't say. Why are we even discussing this when there's a monster in my brain threatening
I like
to kill
history.
me?
I'm so sorry.
Do we know anything about what was here before? If the fort's very old?
Give me a history check.
I'm assuming this is probably an old fort left over from battle based on what we found. And then trees just kind of grew and took it back over.
I got a
As
21
nature does.
on my history check. I just want everyone to know that. The brain cell is mine.
It's always been yours. What do you mean?
It's mostly mine.
So, you know that there was a fort here at one time, but it was lost in an ancient war. It was completely destroyed. This is a relatively new fort built on kind of the bones of that one.
Yeah. What
Okay.
Okay.
So, this place has been civilized before. This fort came from an old fort that existed and was taken down in a war a long time ago, which means humans have been here. This isn't... I mean, I guess it's on the short term a new development, but...
Also,
On an ancient barrow.
yeah, like, isn't that also a sign that maybe you shouldn't try again if the first time didn't work out so well?
With a shrine.
Yeah,
And the dead
signs of
people.
civilization.
Once
Yeah.
that monster's eliminated, we can destroy their false gods and carve out a real land for society, for decent people to live.
Oh, so what you're thinking of is eugenics. I see what you're thinking about now.
What makes their god false?
Yeah, this is D&D where there's like 50 and you roll a die when you're born to figure out which one likes you.
She's on the wiki. She's canon.
She's hardly remembered.
And what makes you decent? Just asking.
Damn. Temperance coming out and coming at it.
Temperance just shanking this lady.
Temperance is like, oh, that's like so cool. Also, why are you not a god-awful person?
I'm going to excuse that because I'm still not considering, or because I still have an offer to you on the table. But if you insult me again, I do have command of 100 men here. Consider your words carefully.
Well, I can maybe help you with that sleep thing if you want.
So you'll eliminate this creature.
Oh, no, hold out your hand. I'm a priestess.
Perhaps afterwards.
Okay, someone doesn't want to sleep.
I was just gonna give you fantasy melatonin, but apparently not.
She invades my nightmares. Sleeping is not restful.
Team.
Wow, that's like so crazy. It's unfortunate that someone could have offered you something to fix that, but like you didn't accept it.
So I think we might need to regroup again.
I left something outside. Oh no.
Yeah,
I left my fantasy fucking stove
I left
on.
my fantasy cell phone.
I left my iron on at home, excuse me.
Yeah, can you give us a minute we'll be back.
Are you heading out to the woods to eliminate that creature?
We're heading outside this building to have a conversation, and we will be back.
I'll have Captain Hadrian give you a detailed map to a barrow. I've seen it in my mind's eye.
Oh, we're good.
I mean, like, same here.
Anyway.
So you must also want her completely eradicated.
Anyway,
we'll
I'm
gonna
back in
step
a bit.
outside now. Okay, from a player's perspective, I hate this because DM just told us that one of these characters has to die, and I hate the fact that we have to pick
So,
who to be cool in this situation.
I think once we're in like a safe eavesdropper list area, Idara just sort of turns to the two friends and is like, fuck.
Oh, I hate that. DM just was just like, you guys can leave if you want.
So the thing about ancient places of graves, they're pretty... I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't... As much
Maybe
as
we
I don't
shouldn't what?
like mess with forces that are meant to be resting.
I don't believe in killing people before they need to go, but I also don't believe in colonialism and, you know, raising an army for the sake of reclaiming your honor. Okay, Zuko, go home. Like, what?
So
to help, I can give you the reminder of the fiend that you met is kind of psychically torturing or harassing the commander and fighting a war that's been over for like 400 years.
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up.
That was just what I was gonna put in there. Although Lady Celise is also very much not a nice or good person.
Yeah. So I think in character, I don't necessarily trust the Knight Commander to, do the right thing with her position of power, but I ultimately am on her side, I think.
What if we ask if we do this for her? The payment, now this hurts me to say it so much, is not in gold, but rather in her leaving this place. I really like money.
That does hurt.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Are we sure?
logistically, money means nothing if you're dead instantly because you encroach upon hallowed ground and then get killed by a will-o'-the-wisp.
True.
Yeah.
But also pulling will-o'-the-wisps out of the ground is not a very nice thing to do either. They were also resting.
I think they were just chilling, and then I think people constantly coming in and out has kind of pissed them off. I don't think the Fiend has done that.
So, my thoughts are, I understand her perspective a lot, and I think I take more issue with the Fiend spending time fighting a war that's been done for centuries and tormenting this woman who may not be perfect but is trying to win her family's approval for no particular reason. I just think that's a shitty thing to do to someone who's trying.
Gives Adara a pat on the back. It's okay.
I'm not talking
Okay.
about me.
No, I know, but it's okay.
Okay.
Are you sure? Because you can if you want to. This is a safe place. Life is short. We will all die.
I'm sure Licehead over there is not gonna go being like, hey, you know that one of 3 tieflings, I don't remember which one has family issues? Like, like my dad is dead. It's out there at this point.
No, I mean, my family hasn't, cut me off or anything. They're fine. It's not that bad. So,
Are you
yeah.
sure?
Yeah. I mean, they're like big important people, and I'm not.
You seem pretty important.
Thanks.
We all follow you, and you have the battle tactics book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, just because you don't have a claim doesn't mean you're not special or important.
No, they're just like, the whole family's very smart and prolific. They're like, lawyers and doctors and shit, and wizards and people who like study and read books on purpose, and never really got that. So they haven't cut me off or anything. We don't get each other super well. That's why I always got along with Vittori's parents better than my own. But it's fine.
Ophelia will give Adara another hug. Be like, it's okay.
But it's different. The point is just that I understand her caring still. You can't decide what your family's going to be like, but you still want them to understand you and care about what you do and what you achieve.
Adara, it's okay to care about stuff like that, even if you don't want to.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, I'm biased toward her. I admit that. But I think despite that, I don't know. It still seems like, regardless of that personal bias, I think I would still be on her side, even if I didn't have my own shit to work through.
Well,
What do you
talking
guys
about it,
think?
Thank you for talking about that, Adara.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to do.
It doesn't feel good.
I know, but it's been a very good day of growth for you. And I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
In terms
Anyway.
of what you're saying, I do agree with you. I don't believe that conquering the land is excusable, but I also believe that tormenting people and not letting sleeping dogs or sleeping ghosts lie at this point is fair. And it makes it worse for the people that are already dead, and it really is not respectful to them, and also to continue to try to fight a war that you already know is done.
and those undead people, they already put in their time. They should be allowed to rest.
Oh, I don't need a skeleton army moment right now. But like, yeah,
I'm ready to
I
punch
don't-
something.
yeah, I don't think it's fair. And I really like what Temperance said, to be like, hey, if we do this for you, promise me you're gonna leave and never come back.
Yeah. It also sucks because the people she's in charge with, based on the two we've talked to, genuinely seem to suck. So, you know, I want to advocate for things like fair treatment and not 18-hour drill sessions and all of that. But at the same time, I also think she just needs to find a bunch of new people.
Yeah.
Treat them nicely.
Yeah, part of me is just like, if we show her that we're willing to give her a measure of compassion to demonstrate what that can mean to treat people correctly, while not compromising like what you believe in, I think that can be a good start for her. To be like,
Modeling behavior.
yeah, be like, hey, maybe I should feed people and let them wash their hair.
So,
I mean, the river's like right there.
Yes, but with like things that are not just dirty water.
It
I don't
sounds
know.
like
I feel like that's a start.
it sounds like we're
Nice if you actually go
thinking
out.
that we go back and we fight the fiend. Is that okay,
So-
fellow tieflings?
I mean, yeah, but you're just kind of asking for me to go and do more paperwork.
My condolences. That sounds very difficult for you.
Shall we
Okay.
give Lady Blackhall our ultimatum?
Sure.
You gotta get out of here if we do this? Or is that a little too far?
No, I like that.
I think that's reasonable. You guys go ahead. I'm gonna sit here for a second.
Okay.
Remember, connect with your eventual death.
Yeah, Ophelia's gonna like put the frog on the ground next to Adar and be like, okay, he doesn't judge, and then like walk back in with Temperance.
While Ophelia is walking off, Adar is just like, do I have to worry about him running away?
No, he's good.
Okay. Sort of make awkward eye contact with the frog and then like put a hand on the earth like she was told to, and then
Dara, what do you feel right now?
sweaty.
Besides Earth. Okay. The frog kind of just stares at you knowingly.
Yeah.
The frog is doing like that equivalent of like a smile, like in that gif where he's just kind of like.
Feels weird to talk about this with someone who isn't shy, who's probably only heard this like when Adara was feeling drunk and mopey one day. But maybe
Frog's
nice.
like, it's okay, I'm sweaty too.
So, Ophelia and Temperance, you go back up to the captain's office. You see her pacing, and she is weaponing up, basically.
I don't think you're gonna need to do that. That's okay. That's okay. Stop what you're doing.
So you're going to find her. You're going to eliminate this menace and free me.
We have something to ask of you, if you would allow it.
Go ahead.
Here's the
at
thing.
ease.
This place is ancient, and it is, it is a resting ground, and it is a place of great disturbance. So maybe not the best place to set up camp. So here's what we were thinking. We could take care of this problem for you, and you could move your fort to somewhere that isn't a resting ground for hundreds of people. And maybe designate it like a cultural site or something. I don't know.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
I will aid you
Okay.
if you would like that, and be like, yeah, nodding like,
But they're like really good nods.
yeah,
So you're assisting me?
yes.
Okay, thank goodness. Okay. 12.
Okay. She kind of considers for a moment, and then says, I can't control where the fort is because I don't assign myself nor my orders. However, if you eliminate this threat, I guarantee that I never want to see that bloody barrow again. I'll keep the men away from there.
Okay. I
Does
think
it
that's
suit?
good. I think so. What do you think, Ophelia?
I like that. If you can manage it, get away. If you can't, I understand family's difficult. But yeah, I think just keeping yourself out of places that you don't want to be and people don't want you to be either, it's a good middle ground. You're doing the most you can.
And maybe you could use your newfound power for good.
Also, pro tip, if you hire less people to go into the forest to go looking for something, you can use more of that manpower to go and find food.
Take it under advisement. Now, I believe you have a fiend to kill.
I suppose we do, don't we?
All right. Do I believe that she will be... Do I believe her?
I was like, I have a great idea. We can shake on it, and if she doesn't keep with it, my mom will have a conversation.
Yes, actually.
Make
that
a
would be
pact.
great.
Yes. How about this? We shake on it, and if word gets back to any of us that you're not following through, you'll get to have a meeting, but this time with my mom.
But I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. And then, like, Ophelia's gonna put out her hand.
She's like, I've never met any of my soldiers' mothers, but she'll shake your hand.
Oh,
Paladin
yeah,
not looking. Paladin not looking.
You'll like her. She's really hot. It's like, all done. Okay.
Paladin overseeing this literal deal with the devil.
La 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 la.
It's
la,
okay.
la.
I'm only half devil. Don't worry about
But
it.
that's the mom half.
Oh.
All right, so heading out, you'll know exactly where you're going, and you get there fairly quickly.
Oh, I'm gonna scoop up the frog and like see Adara and be like, "You doing okay?"
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
Idara does actually seem better now that she's like had some time to kind of quietly decompress.
Huh. So you once again arrive at the barrow that asks you to speak your desire.
Can it be the same desire? Or do we have to like up the ante? I feel like the same desire is probably fine. I will
Either
say
way.
the same thing.
You go through.
Whew.
Ophelia just kind of like looks at the rock, like takes a deep breath, and is like, "I just want to do the right thing." And then the frog's gonna make like a croaking noise that is supposed to be like his desire.
His desire is flies.
Yes, his desire is calm and peaceful life with no more fighting, but he's aware that that's not realistic.
Ophelia and the frog go through.
Idara goes up to the door and is just like, "Oh, my family will respect me."
You can go through.
I don't want to do any more emotional growth today. I'm
done.
tired. Adara, I hope this will be good catharsis for you. We get to hit stuff.
I'm catharted out. Oh, right, we're fighting. Yeah. Let's fucking go.
You know what? I'm gonna feel really guilty if Bacon sees us and is like, "Oh, hi, friends." I'm gonna feel really bad about that.
So you pass.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I mean, like, we could just, like, tell Bacon to chill for, like, a hot moment, and then we'll be back. Like, shut the door. Open the door. Okay, the adults are done talking. Let's go.
Go quickly, don't look at Bacon.
So you pass the hallway where you first encountered Bacon, and Bacon is rearing to charge, gets about halfway, recognizes you, and just kind of does a
No.
and then sits.
I'm gonna walk up and give Bacon, like, a pat on the head and be like, hey, you can go now. You're all good. Go fight stuff somewhere else.
Bacon just goes back to his post and sits. And sitting, he looks almost like a brass statue.
Oh.
Ooh, he's a statue baby.
That's cool.
That's really cool. I'm gonna feel less bad now because I'm like, do I have to take care of this pig now?
Not if we
Wow.
close the door.
Yes.
So you enter the stone chamber and see the striking red-headed woman again. Turning to look at you, she says, "Oh, what a shame. I suspect that you haven't removed Lady Celeste."
No. Any chance you'd be cool with leaving this war that is centuries old and dead except for you behind?
I'm here to guard the barrow and win the war.
War's been over.
And just sort of turn to Temperance and Ophelia, like, closing remarks.
It's like that
We've
gift
sit-
where it's like, shut up about the war. Shut up about the war.
We've secured safety for the barrow, but it's conditional. So I'm afraid that, well, Adara?
I'll take out my scimitar.
Yeah. I didn't really want to do this, but I hope that you can have a really nice long chat wherever you end up with all your dead soldier friends, and they can tell you just how much they hated constantly being woken for this.
She frowns, sending a shiver down all of your spines. She says, "Well, that's a pity, and it hardly seems fair. Why, the three of you mighty warriors against little old me? What's a girl to do?"
I mean,
And Ophelia, I would like you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
okay.
Gosh.
Oh god, I forgot that I did.
It's fine. We
That's
can
an 11.
definitely knock Ophelia out if we need to.
Oh no, you definitely can. I got an 11.
Ophelia, you are charmed.
Okay, if I realize that this is probably gonna happen, I'm gonna whip my sword cane off my waist.
Okay.
And be like, hey, you know what to do with this!
And let's roll initiative, folks.
Sure.
I can imagine that the frog's just like, oh shit, here we go again.
Aggregate 20 on initiative.
Damn.
Yeah, this
Have
is gonna be
advantage
good,
on
because then
these.
Adara can knock me out on my way over there, and then we can just chill.
I mean, maybe hitting you will also like break the charm. I don't know how charms work.
It probably will, unless like she attacks me too. I think it's if she attacks me.
If
one of
she
her
attacks
allies
you, it's ended, or if she tells you to hurt yourself.
Yes.
Or
Which-
if you suffer any harm, or you can repeat the saving throw.
Oh yeah, so like literally, if you give me a paper cut, I can repeat the saving throw and see if I win.
Oh, well, bad news for you. Adara doesn't know that, so she's going with the knock Ophelia out plan.
Oh no,
what did
that's
everybody
okay too.
else get?
Got a 19.
Oh
Oh,
man.
damn.
Oh, this is a good time when it's bad. When it's good for me to have bad rolls. I got a 5. You guys don't have to worry about me doing jack shit.
Okay. Yeah.
As if Vittoria were here, maybe that prophecy from last time would immediately come true.
I was thinking that.
The redheaded lady is just like charm person, and Vittoria's like pretty.
So Dara, you are up first.
All right. So I saw her do something to Ophelia, and Ophelia threw away her sword.
Yeah, the sword game.
You saw Ophelia throw away her sword. You didn't see her do anything to Ophelia.
Oh, okay. Ophelia, you good?
I really don't like her plan anymore.
I've got her.
You got that?
Yep.
All right. Then I'm gonna move up to attack the fiend,
Okay.
and I'm swinging my scimitar. 23,
Yeah, you hit.
and I'm going to use a superiority die to try and trip her.
Is this for me?
No, this is for the fiend.
Okay, I was like, please tell me you're not just gonna trip me.
As I just take Ophelia's skull and slam it into the ground. No, so this is...
Slam.
I didn't roll great, but
That's
you need
okay,
to make
neither
a
did she.
strength save.
So
be not
how's an
prone.
8?
Oh, fail. So you will take 11 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and be knocked prone as Adara just takes her scimitar and I guess like sweeps the knees.
Is your scimitar magical?
Yeah, it's plus
Okay.
1.
Yes, it is. Okay.
And then on her way down, I'm gonna try and bite her. Actually, so I have advantage on attack rolls if she's prone and I'm next to her. So I'll wait for her to fully fall, and then I'll lean over and bite because for some reason that gets advantage mechanically. Dodge that nat one. That is a aggregate 20 to hit.
Yes, you hit.
Cool. And then I will bite her for 9 points of piercing damage with my non-magical teeth.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. God, I love those teeth.
I am ready to cathart all over this.
Put that on a shirt too. I'm ready to cathart all over.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Temperance, you
many
are
good
up.
shirts.
I'm going to pull on thick black gloves, and I'm going to run up to Ophelia and place my hands on her head and cast protection from evil and good.
Ooh.
So, Ophelia, on your
Yes.
your saving throw, you'll have advantage.
Nice.
Woohoo! Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
So awesome.
And that's pretty much all I got. I'll just pull my shield out and ready.
So she is not grappled, just tripped, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't realize that question
okay.
was at me. I thought you were talking about
It wasn't.
Ophelia.
So she is going. So Inala gets up, and as she gets up, wings emerge from her back, and her hands grow into long claws.
You think you're so cool.
And she flies over to Ophelia, kneels in front of her, and kisses her hand.
Does she provoke from Adara?
And Ophelia,
She left my threatened range.
she did. Yeah, you can give her an attack.
I'm gonna hit her with my scimitar, maybe. That is an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Please take 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Magical.
Yeah. Cool. You got it. So Ophelia,
Yes.
I would like you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oof.
Okay. I swear to God, if she just went, ha ha ha, now you're my friend. Ha ha ha, now I drained your life essence. 19.
19.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Good.
Nice
So,
try, demon lady.
Feel like your mind being racked, as if she's trying to drain a part of your life out through your hand, but you resist. And she kind of stands up and looks at you and goes, "Well, you're tougher than I thought, darling."
I like having my life in my body. Also, is that like enough to provoke me to try to break it? Because that was considered like trying to injure me.
No, because it's something she can only do to a charmed target.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like a
It's a
life
special ability.
Yeah. Okay, it's a different thing. Okay.
But it is your turn.
Yay. Okay, so I am I'm still friendly toward her, and I'm not friendly toward Adara. And okay, 10 points. Okay. Let's see. What do I have? Oh, God.
And she would tell you, "I think you want to fight your friends."
Adara, I want to rethink this plan. And then what do I have? Let's see, I have a lot of things. I totally forgot about this. Okay. I was like, how many spells?
You can repeat that saving throw.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Please do.
It's a wisdom thing.
It's after your turn, so
Okay,
first
I'll
you
do that
would have
afterwards.
to attack a friend, and then repeat that saving throw with advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna like turn around, put my hands together, and do this. And because you guys are you guys both standing in front of me?
No, I moved over to where Inala had
was.
been, so I'm not near you anymore.
Okay.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around, and to you, I'm going to do burning hands on your face, and you need to do a dex save.
Ow.
Which you don't have to worry about, because my save is very low.
I don't know. My dex is really low.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a 14.
that's a full plate
low.
paladin.
It is a full plate paladin, so that is
You're
is that
resistant to
it?
fire.
I am resistant to fire,
Yeah, so
and
you're
that's
only
a 16.
Oh yeah, you beat it anyway. Okay, so
Nice.
you're just taking a quarter of the damage because you're taking half damage. Because
Nice.
you're resistant, which is good. I love like fire stuff, and Ophelia's not smart enough to figure out that you're not gonna do that. Okay, so that's a 12. You're taking 3 points of fire damage. That's it.
Ooh, ow. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that much. Yeah, you're good. And that's, I think, my whole turn.
Did you pass your save?
Oh no, I didn't do that again. Sorry, I forgot.
At
That's a thing.
advantage.
Advantage.
Yes, thank God. Okay, that's 12 or an 18.
You are released.
Yay!
I am so sorry. Also, trying to take the life like through my hands, that's really weird.
Adara, you are up.
All right. Just
Ugh.
lets out a like, stay still, and I'm gonna run over there and swing at her again with my scimitar. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Great. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
It's a crit night.
That's a crit. That's a
Yes.
second crit of the night. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Oh yes, I'm so glad it was
I-
you.
don't know if superiority dice get doubled on a crit, but I was going to try and trip her out of the air. So, it is a die. And normally all dice get doubled on a crit.
I have no idea because I'm looking at it. I have no clue.
Do you want to just damage her instead of tripping her?
Well, so
oh,
the
it
way
would be the damage and the trip.
yeah,
right.
so you add the superiority die to the damage, and then also you knock them prone.
Okay.
I just realized I rolled a
Ooh.
d8 instead of a d10 on the other one, which is why it was so low.
Really
Cool.
interesting. I have never thought about that. Thank you for making me think about that, Gwen.
And normally I write this sort of thing down, but I didn't. But it is 5e, which is generally simpler. So I'm gonna say probably superiority dice get doubled on a crit.
Yeah.
I will check that.
Okay.
I'm reading the fighter and I don't see anything, but I will check specifically in the combat section.
Ooh, Jeremy Crawford answered it.
I'm glad we're
When did
googling
he
this
answer
right
this?
now on a panel.
When you
In the
score a
chat.
critical hit dice, roll all of the attack's damage dice again, no matter the source of the dice.
Nice.
Thank you, Jeremy Crawford.
Okay.
Thank you,
For
Jeremy.
answering so many questions.
I have to say, out of everyone on the Wizards of the Coast team that I've like had the pleasure of interacting with, Jeremy is probably one of the best I've had the opportunity to interact with.
Dan
Uh,
Dillon is really sweet too.
Oh,
Dan
My
Dillon
is
experiences
so
with him.
So, Idara
Yeah.
just like lets out a yell, runs over there with her scimitar, just like grabs this succubus, this fiend by the foot, slams her down to the ground, like cutting her with the scimitar as she falls, doing 29 points of magic slashing damage.
Ooh.
This is my catharsis!
I'm healing!
Why do I keep pulling up my clock instead of my calculator?
Ooh.
It's like,
This is amazing.
How much time until she's dead?
Oh.
3 rounds.
So you said 29 points?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Are you gonna bite her?
I am gonna bite
She
her.
has to check to see if she's prone, right?
Oh yeah, please make the save.
Oh my god, are you gonna knock her straight out of the air like a fly?
That's the
That
plan.
Is a 16.
16, so my save is 15. Fine, she makes it. So she's still in the air.
Oh.
So I'm holding her leg still, I guess, and then I slash her and she doesn't fall, so then I just like bite her calf.
Oh my god.
Again, it's the Chihuahua biting the ankle.
I
Also,
don't-
Adam said pulling out the clock because her time is up. I love that.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does well. You know what? You yanked her in front of you, and you hit her, but her skin is a lot tougher than you expected.
All right, that's
So-
fair.
When you go in to chomp on her, it's just you don't quite get through, and you're
Dang.
a little bit buffeted by that wing.
She's leatherier than I thought.
Yep.
And mom.
All right, I just glare at her and that's my turn.
Temperance, what you up to?
I'm gonna pull out my longsword and try and hit her with it. Okay, that's gonna be a 12.
So, similar thing as Adara, but you go to hit her and she does this like kind of whoosh with her wing.
Okay. Dang it. All right, that's what I got.
She goes to rake her claw against Temperance. Just tried to hit her. And that is, I think, gonna hit,
Against
actually.
Temperance?
Yeah!
All right, just checking.
So that is 23 to hit.
That does hit. Can I hellish rebuke?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah!
All
Yay.
right.
Yay!
She does 5 damage to you.
5 damage to me.
Slashing.
Cool.
This is the first time someone has remembered that we have Hellish Rebuke.
Speak for
I'm
yourself.
going
I always
to-
remember that I don't have Hellish Rebuke.
Oh no.
That's okay. You have really good teeth.
Yep.
Webcam's
Webcam's out of focus.
Become
Come
like
back.
a mouse trap where you can just insta-bite.
So my eyes are gonna go white and deck save.
17.
17. Ah, she saved. That's cool. My eyes will still go white and it'll be all creepy.
Still a badass.
Very
Yeah.
impressive.
Men, what's stopping you from looking like this?
Ophelia, you are up.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to do what I normally do when I have no idea what I'm going to do. And I am going to do Cloud of Daggers, and for the point at which I'm going to center it, it's going to be her chest again.
This
Because
has
no matter
always
where
worked
she
really
moves-
well, honestly.
Yeah, because wherever she moves, she's always starting her turn there. And she cannot save from this, so it
Okay.
does not matter. And yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
So it does damage initially, right? Or just when she starts her insert turn?
A creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts
So
its turn.
yeah,
there.
roll me
So
that damage.
I will. Okay, I have to say this is like Ophelia's one battle tactic, and it is the one thing that always works.
You took out a Cambion with that battle tactic.
You
It's
know
good
what?
stuff.
Honestly, fair. This is like Ophelia's one move. It's like when you learn a character and you learn that one spam move.
Well, Shy whacked him with a book, and Vittori was taking pot shots with her crossbow.
she takes 9 points of damage. 9 points
Okay.
of magical dagger damage.
And that is magical damage.
Yes.
Lovely.
Magic lady, this is what you get for trying to kiss my hands.
Did not consent to the hand kiss.
Did
Dara.
not.
All right.
You are up.
So Idara just goes like in abyssal at this point. She's just like had a day, so she's just yelling now. I don't know if anyone can understand her, but she just
Inala can.
Okay, well then Inala hears Idara just be like, "What? I'm not good enough for you," and like just is gonna attack again.
Yes!
Swinging scimitar.
Yes! This is healing. This is healing.
This might hit 16.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're
I
getting.
love all this growth.
We're getting
I
somewhere.
love this too.
So that is 9 points of slashing damage. I am going to bonus action try to bite her.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
Okay.
That is 7 points of non-magical piercing damage.
So how do you want to do this?
Good. So Idara just like, I don't know, probably still holding on to her leg at this point, just like grabs her, pulls her down to the ground, and just like cuts her up the middle, and then like, I don't, bites a part that's left
It's
at
just
this
like
point because she's
whack.
just mad. Like not a barbarian, but like channeling that energy right now. She's got some stuff to work through.
The room falls silent.
Oh, I hope Bacon's okay.
I was just kind of
If I
like breathing heavily for a sec there.
I feel
If I
good.
was a hugger, I'd give you a hug, but I'm really proud of you.
Thanks,
You feel-
person
you feel
I've
better,
met twice.
Dora? You feel better?
I mean, I feel more energized.
I mean,
I
it's
guess.
nice. It's nice getting to hit stuff.
I have a lot of adrenaline right now.
Yeah,
sort of-
maybe we should get you like a drink or something.
yeah. I take out my wineskin and just sort of like gargle and spit out some of the fiend that's in my teeth.
Out comes coffee bean chugs. from
Out
earlier
comes
in the
coffee
day.
bean too. It's a mess.
It's instant coffee every time you pour the liquid in your mouth.
Does this? Remember, she's in a temple. Says shit. Sorry.
Well, I mean, the goddess is of battle and tactics, and I think we all did a really good job with our tactics. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've made anyone mad. I think we're okay. Tactically, how do we want to prove to Lady Blackhall that the job is done?
She have anything like identifying on her body that we can take? Like if it's a necklace or something?
She has that red chest piece knight necklace.
I mean, we can do that.
We can take that. I also feel like our appearances, she says,
Oh,
gesturing at herself at least, indicate
It's
that
also
we
fair.
we survived some fighting.
Yeah.
So
Dragon Age Origins character.
yeah. The
It's
camera that you
red.
are viewing is also splattered in blood. So, you know, those two things together probably indicate that we won.
Okay.
Is there anything else in this room? I'm not saying I'm gonna rob a temple. I just want to know what's here.
There are a lot of books, and there was a desk that looks pretty neat.
Okay.
I want to know what's in the desk.
I'm gonna go outside and pray. La 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 la.
In the desk, you see a couple plans on battle strategy and basically journaled nightmares for
Oh.
Lady Blackwall.
It's so petty.
Nope.
Oh, that was very petty. I'm gonna like take out like her signet ring and like drop it in the drawer and just like slam it closed and try to jam it closed. Be like, yep, that's enough. That's about enough.
Temperance. As soon as you go outside, you are surprised to see Lady Celise on horseback with two of her soldiers.
Hi.
We followed. Is it? She kind of looks warily at you.
Go take a nap. Find out. It's done.
She breathes a sigh of relief. She says, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. At ease, man. It's... Thank you. Thank you. Truly, truly.
Now, about your
Water
side.
inside.
About your end of the bargain. You're near the barrow, yes?
Well, I had to make sure that you would do what you promised. It's a one-time thing.
Well, good. Let the dead rest.
And Adara and Ophelia, are you going to exit the barrow, or do you have more to do in there?
I don't know what Adara's got going on, but I know at least Ophelia has one thing.
Okay.
I'll like wait with Ophelia if she wants company. Like,
Okay, yeah, if you want to keep me company. I don't think it's smart for Adara to just be alone right now. So, like, Ophelia's gonna like make her way toward the exit, and like, is Bacon like, what's the deal with Bacon?
Bacon is sitting very still, looking much like part of the architecture.
Aw. I'm gonna give like Bacon a good like pat on the head, and I'm like, that'll do, pig. Thank you.
Aw, Bacon.
babe.
And I'm gonna be like, hopefully your lady treats you well, and much better than she did. And I'm just gonna like give him another like pat on the snout, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, Adara, I'm good.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. Ophelia's not the right person to try and loot a barrows with.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
so-
I am not. And also,
No, I know.
like, there's not gonna be anything in here other than battle tactics,
Yeah.
a deck of cards, battle tactics. Like,
Yeah, Adara both thinks there's not much of interest here, and also robbing a temple is kind of iffy, and also Ophelia's here. So
model behavior for the baby.
So when you exit the barrow, you are as surprised to see Lady Celise, I'm assuming, as she is to see you absolutely covered in blood.
Holds up the necklace like, we did it.
Did you not believe us?
This is what
We
I
wanted
had
to
be
make sure.
I had to be sure.
Hmm.
Thank you so much. I believe that with a good night's sleep, I'll be able to be the commander that these men deserve. Your wages. And she pulls out a satin coin purse with the Blackwall owl on it and holds it out.
Hold on, didn't we talk about this? I thought our exchange was that you take this money and you use it to like improve conditions and stop being here.
You don't want payment at all.
I mean, if you're gonna do the right thing anyway, then we'll take payment. Your workers deserve to be compensated fairly for their time and effort.
Also, eating is good.
Also eating.
Yeah, eating is really good, and also not having lice. Lots of things are good for your health.
She kind of turns to one of the men and says, "Is there an outbreak of lice in the barracks?" And one of them just kind of scratches his head.
I got bit by a bug at some point during this stream. Like, you can't see
no.
it because I'm too white for the webcam, but like it's there and I itch so bad.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Dramatic bug.
Cursed.
Says, well, then I'll give you the wages that you were promised. 10 gold apiece. And the rest will go to get food delivered. And you see the soldiers beside her just grin.
Cool.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
I don't believe we'll require your services anymore, ladies, but thank you for stopping by the fort. I hope your stay at Fort Selsmeyer was interesting.
Yeah.
That's
If
rewarding.
if you need people with particular skill sets again, Inara says, and she'll hand her a business card that just says like Idara Leto, finder of missing people and also capable of doing other adventuring tasks. An asterisk that says, please ask me to do other adventuring tasks. Second set of asterisks that said, I'm so tired of missing people. Answer the business card.
She looks it over and says, I'm glad I gave you something more interesting to do.
Yep.
And wheels her warhorse around. Wheels it? No.
You said that the first time too, and I was like, oh, yes.
That's
yes.
what horses do. She knees in her horse, and the horse turns around, and they start to head back to the fort.
Just imagine a horse, but its legs go in like circles.
Yeah,
like a wheel. Yeah.
Well, I feel okay, I guess. I feel a lot.
Yeah.
But
it's been a lot.
We got paid, and you figured out what was up with the forest.
Yes, I think my mom is going to be very glad that at least we figured it out.
Mm-hmm. You got your mom a new job? Or a new deal to keep track of?
Yeah, she's got herself another client.
Yeah, so that's something. And
yeah.
Temperance, you got money for the... Is it floors now? Are they remodeling the floors?
Yeah, we're redoing the floors. You know, some things just... When they pop up through the floors, it's not very pleasant.
Like the hands of the dead.
Yeah, what's popping up through the floors in your temple?
You know, old things.
Like the hands of the dead.
Cool.
Yeah, it's that.
Oh, God's bless her soul.
And that's where we leave All's Fair by Jess Waters from
Yay.
Uncaged Volume 2. Join us next week when we play The Necromancer's Brother by Jameson Hampton from Uncaged Volume 3.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jess. You can see me on social media at Miss_Jess03. I write games and supplements. And congratulations again to all of the Any winners tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I part of Gen Con or as just part of watching us and coming by. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Gen Con, and let us say goodbye to the rest of our Threeflings, starting with Wendy. Who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm Gwendy B all over the internet, and I was your resident socially awkward tiefling tonight, who's working through some stuff, but I'm fine. So you can find some emotionally healthier content on my Twitter, where I posted the rules to a Labyrinth drinking game I made up, and also sometimes I post art. But it's mostly a good time. Yeah, and I also was in Uncaged Volume 3, which won an Any today, so that's neat.
Christina, thank you so much for joining us. Who are you? Where can we find you?
Hey, I'm Christina. Sorry, weird throat thing. That's great. You can find me on Twitter at D20xtina. Come talk to me about games and writing or Theorbos, like whatever you feel. I'm happy to talk about it. You can find some of my most recent work in a new book that has been announced today, the Lost Omens Legends for Pathfinder. I got to write a really awesome Linorm king named White Estrid, who is, she's a Viking king, and she's really cool because she has a pet dragon, and I just really love her a lot. So,
Aww.
and there's some really amazing other NPCs that you could put in just about any game. We've got revolutionary leaders, and let me tell you what, we ramped up the lesbians. So you're gonna want to check this one out. Yeah, and I'll also be on the Uncaged panel tomorrow at 3 Eastern, right here on Jess's channel. And also get your tickets at Gen Con and remember to turn them in. And if you haven't turned in your ticket for this, turn it in. Your paladin says so. All right.
Ink, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, my name is Ink. You can find me on Twitter at These Dead Pens, memeing and screaming about all things political, funny, and also just like frogs for some reason now, because this is part of my brand.
As you do.
Yes. Congratulations to everyone who won an Any, and thank you for all of you who came to our Shoot Your One Shot panel that decided to come and watch us, because we have more viewers than normal, and that was super nice to have you guys here. I am so glad that we got to have this much fun tonight, and emotional turmoil.
Oh, I'm muted. All
I was
right,
gonna
thank
say
you
you're muted.
so much. As Christina said, join us right back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then if you want to play a game with me, I'm running Warhammer tomorrow night, but not streamed. Like, you can come sign up and play with me at, I think, 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So thank you for coming. Come back next Friday if you liked what you saw. And I would like to amend the statement that I said before when I said congrats to all the Any winners, because I was unaware that Mike Merles had won an Any. So congratulations to everyone who congratulations to most of the Any Award winners.
Everyone
All of
except
them
Mike Mills.
except him.
Everyone
And-
except Mike Mills.
And yeah, we're going to go shoot our Patreon video. So sign up for our Patreon and you can see behind the scenes of the Threeflings.
Yeah.
We love you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.